I'm too fast for y'all, man. Drop. Too fast. Drop. Too furious. Oh, I'm too fast for y'all. Oh, you just came home from doing a bid. Tell me what you gon' do. Act a fool. Somebody broke in and cleaned out your crib. Boy, what you gon' do? Act a fool. Just bought a new pair and they scuffed your shoes. Tell me what you gon' do. Act a fool. Now them cops trying to throw you in them county blues. Boy, what you gon' do? Act a fool. Talking about traps, cops and robbers. It's 911, please call the doctor. Evacuate the building and trick the pigs. Since everybody want a piece, we gon' split your wig. See some fools slipped up and overstepped their boundaries. You about to catch a cold, stay the around me. Your peeps talking about what kind of she on. You'll disappear like poof. Be gone. You think 12 gon' catch me? Give me a break. I'm supercharged with a hideaway license plate. It seems they wanna fingerprint me and give me some years. They'll only get one finger while I'm shifting gears. I got suede on my roof, wood grain on the dash, sheepskin on the rug, golden grain in the stash. Hydraulics all around, so I shake the ride. We go front, back, and side to side. Some punk just tripped up and made you spill your drink. Tell me what you gon' do. Act a fool. Now your car just stopped on an empty tank. Boy, what you gon' do? Act a fool. If you got late bills and you lost your job, tell me what you gon' do. Act a fool. If you about to get drunk and you ready to mob, boy, what you gon' do? Act a fool.
We're talking about the next movie in the Fast saga. Too Fast, Too Furious. A movie where I like the background of this movie.
The black movie.
I like the background of this movie, the fact that Vin, after having that big success of the first movie, was like, I'm bigger than the Fast series, and he went on this big solo movie stretch for a minute.
I liked it because it came off like to me, it really was those things where he just grew up. Like he didn't need to be a part of the Fast series no more. Like
After one movie though, bro.
I mean, yeah, sure, but you gotta understand, Vincent was on top of his game. He went to go do Triple X, and after Triple X, he went to do the Riddick movies. He did the Riddick movie.
He did Knock Around Guys. He did Triple X. He did A Man Apart.
A Man Apart was good.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Chronicles of Riddick is a meh, bad movie, but it got a cult following. It has a serious cult following.
The Pacifier.
You know what? Here's the thing. I remember. I would like to see somebody. No, for real talk. It was a good movie to me. I would like to see somebody go back and retroactively kind of review The Pacifier. It's actually not that bad of a movie.
Again, because Vin has done drama before. If you watch Boiler Room, he did Find Me Guilty. That's actually a good movie.
It didn't do well. Like it really didn't.
Yeah, critics loved it. They loved Vin. They was like, oh, Vin's acting his ass off. You know.
I will put it this way: if it came out today, it will go to Netflix and it will be successful.
Look, Brian, that's just in our MO. Right?
Look, no. First off, Brian, listen to me.
Yeah. Sorry, Brian, but you're deserving of that.
Like, think about it. You gonna tell us to jump?
No, but like Vin left the Fast series to do his own thing. So at this point, when they decided to do Too Fast, two things happened. So Paul Walker came back. John Singleton came on board to direct the movie. And who do you replace Vin Diesel with? Tyrese.
No, hold on. You got to do it the right way. See. You don't just take Vin Diesel and say we're just gonna replace him with any old guy. You got to make sure that you replace him with another muscle-bound bald guy with a chain.
Yeah, Tyrese fits the bill. To Tyrese's credit, Tyrese has always, it felt like he always stayed in shape because he was like, hey, I'm gonna be in a movie. Because it's like that movie he did with old girl, Waist Deep, and where he just wore a white beater the whole movie. I'm like, all right, Tyrese, we get you.
Tyrese, to his credit, he's a good-looking dude.
Decent career.
He's a serviceable actor. Please, no. What was he grabbing at? Is all I ask. What was he grabbing at? Is all I want to know.
No. Shows his range. No, he showed his range. I mean, even in times of him being very, very vulnerable.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Here's the crazy part, though. Like, turn around and he'll be in a drama movie like Annapolis, which is actually a pretty decent movie.
You know what? Yeah.
And every critic was like, Tyrese acted his ass off in that movie. I'm like,
you know what happened? You know what happened, Chris? I'm gonna go with somebody's Illuminati theory. You know what happened?
make it good before she started becoming Coretta.
That whole joke, waist deep, was what you get from GTA if DJ Pooh didn't write none of that shit. That's really what you.
How the hell did you waste fucking damn what's his face?
Don't say that. Don't say the game.
No. Yeah, Lorenz, how the hell you were like Lorenz Tate was paying off a car. He bought a new car off that shit.
Chris, I like Lorenz Tate. Have you seen his filmography? He's been paying off Celicas for years. Okay, let's not act like.
First off, Lorenz Tate. I would say this. I'm gonna be real.
He looked like he bought a Celica in '97 and hung on to it.
I'm gonna be real about this. I'm gonna be real about Lorenz Tate. I love him. I feel his career is a case of coasting off of Love Jones, and it just works out.
Ooh. You know who else said that? You know who else said that? His co-star.
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Nia Long hadn't done. I mean, no, because Nia Long has been eating off the best man stuff. You know,
no, she been eating off Chicago Fire or Chicago Hope, one of the Chicago shows.
I think Chicago Fire.
I don't know what it was. That being said, though, about Nia Long, and like me saying about Nia Long, like that's unfair. I like her. She's okay. I love her. She actually does something. Lorenz, you don't.
He's a power.
Nigga, Tyra Turner does more than him. Anyway, yes.
Gentlemen, I have a question for you. How big do you think you have to be of an actor where a movie that did stupid well for you to turn around and say, hey, you can keep your $25 million. I don't want to come back for this. That's how much Vin Diesel turned down $25 million to be in this movie.
Vin said, I'm bigger than the Fast series after one movie.
Dave Chappelle going to Africa.
Right? Now, here's the thing. When we break down the movies that Vin did before he came back for that cameo appearance in Tokyo Drift, like, Triple X was a hit. It made money, to his credit. You know,
and then waited a whole decade to make another sequel, which... That was a good move.
Hey, Ice Cube, take the third one. Take the second one, my bad. And then, like, he did A Man Apart, which I actually did enjoy. I like
Man Apart. I will say this.
It's very revenge-based in the way that you've seen before, but it just works.
I will say this. Man Apart worked for that time in the 2000s. I don't think it aged well. It's one of those movies where if you gave it a 7, your relook is like, man, that's about a 5.
Also,
it's just about a 5.
This is a movie where in Knock Around Guys, Vin was Italian. Man Apart, Hispanic.
Fuck you, he wasn't Hispanic. He was black Hispanic. So
black Hispanic. Latino X.
Range.
No, don't do that.
No, he was not Latinx. He is not
Latinx. Latinx to me is
Afro-Latino.
Afro-Latino. He was like, look. He was a dom. He was a dominant. He was a dom in that one too.
Also, shout out to Lorenz Tate having Superhead as his wife in that movie too. So you know.
Who knew that Karen? Who knew that?
Corinne Steffens.
Corinne Steffens said, "I do it long enough for them to."
It's like, all right, Corinne, you can't suck. Hey, what are you doing, Corinne? You're not sucking dick in this movie.
Hey, provocative.
Chronicles of Riddick. Weird movie, like Dee said. Like the fact that somebody
it has conspiracy cult for no, Eric, Chris, I'll break it down to you the quickest way possible. You don't have a vagina, so I can't tell you nothing.
No, it's not that. It's just okay. When we talked about
Women love that flick.
When we talked about Pitch Black, right in the back, I think I mentioned it. It was like it's weird that Vin came down and was like, we can make a lore out of this character who just got surgical implant eyes and somehow he's a Furion. And I'm like, wait a minute, time out. Where did this come
No,
from?
no. It was even worse because remember, at the end of the movie, there was like, "You are the one," and shit. Like, yo,
Where
wait,
did this come from? This man had a Batman Beyond fucking surgery for eyes. Now all of a sudden he's
no,
the one. Like,
no. I
all
wanted
right.
look,
And
Chris.
Ben co-signed that because he got an anime off that shit with the dark was it Dark
And no,
Fury.
he got an anime and he got a video game off that joint.
Video game is actually
No,
dope as shit.
I heard it was. I never
Oh, it's
played
really
it.
good.
I
It's really
never
good.
played it, but I heard it was pretty damn good.
It came
But
out during that time of what was it BioShock with the first person thing and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. And then the pacifier, like D said, it's you know what? You're right. It is a surprisingly good movie. It's a very family.
I would,
He
yeah.
heavily on the family friendly, so it wasn't on that PG-13. It was like, no, this is a PG.
It was a good Disney movie. I will put it that way. It's when you would get a good Disney live action movie because right after that, his nemesis did one, and it was
The
kind of
Rock, the Tooth Fairy.
Was it the Tooth Fairy?
It was either the Tooth Fairy or the
It was the one where he was in
one where
football.
he had where he was a football player. He had a illegitimate kid.
Yeah. And The Rock, all of a sudden, in that one was like half Spanish in that one too.
Well, his daughter was half Spanish and half Samoan.
Are you sure about the Samoan part?
Yes.
No, I say that.
The G.I. Joe Retaliation was the one where his daughters were half black, half Samoan, but there was no mom in the mix. Again, The Rock is not beating allegations of not having a. I don't count Janet Jackson. That was
No. Nobody does.
By the way,
the game plan.
Thank you.
Yeah, the game plan. But no, by the way, gentlemen, that thing you mentioned, by the way, about the whole eye surgery and all that stuff, it's kind of funny how they adopted that into a movie that came out 3 years ago called Bloodshot.
Isn't that funny? Here's the thing. Before anybody say anything, Vin's like, I didn't make this. This is where it came in here. I just think
Vin, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up forever, because sir, you were the producer and you were the main character. Shut up.
But I didn't make the character. Haha! It came off of this comic from
you were the
hold on.
producer, sir.
Hey,
Meaning you have full control of everything outside
Yeah,
of the director, but you have full control.
But that was
You could have changed shit up if you wanted to, which means you co-signed on the eyes.
No. Because
don't at me.
No, because the eyes was already in the comic. This comic that's on Marvel. Comic is this?
So the fact that Vin,
look, Chris, variant.
So back it up. So the fact that Vin turned out 25 million and didn't do the sequel. That was controversial at that time because how is the sequel of Fast and Furious going to do well without Vin? Well, again, they brought in Tyrese, you get John Singleton, you get Ludacris in there.
Very easy how you
lateral
do
move.
Yeah, it is a lateral move.
No, but like very easy how you do it like without Vin. Quite easy because number one, you got one dude who got shot and was airlifted away.
The character's in Mexico.
You know, everybody else done escaped and ran away to Mexico. And the only character left really is Mia. And that's if that's if Brian is still in contact with her, which of course, if you went off of the original ending, they actually did end up dating and stuff while Dom ran off to Mexico.
Hold on. It didn't happen until after Too Fast, Too Furious.
What do you mean?
Remember,
No, Chris, I'm talking about the original, the alternate ending of Fast and Furious 1.
That's Earth 2, Fast and Furious.
It's not Earth 2, nigga. It's left on the cutting room floor.
Cutting room floor don't count. Don't Zack Snyder this, all right? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Never happened. That's the Berenstein. That's the Berenstein Bears. Whatever. That's Mandela bullshit that never happened. Hold on. Speaking of which, do you know I had
nigga? If it was filmed, it means it exists.
Eric. Do you know I had two grown-ass people walk to me in my face to a film critic, a person that is part of the AAFCA, that they walked up to me and said, yeah, Sinbad was in a movie and he was a genie. I need you niggas to stop making up crap.
Stop making up stuff on Elon Musk internet, all right? Jesus.
Thank you for that, Chris. I actually approve of that with Elon Musk internet.
Hey, look, Chris. You can get mad all you want, okay? The nigga bought it. We just live here.
Man, we're just apes in the zoo, man.
So if you bought the DVD of Too Fast, Too Furious, it answered the question of what did Brian do after the end of the first movie? Well, was it the prelude to Too Fast, Too Furious? He went on the run. And it took him from LA to Miami. And on his travels, he was driving a what was the name of the Mitsubishi?
It It was the 3000 GT.
3000 GT. Got in some races, get some money on the road. Met a girl, banged her out in the hotel. She helped him out. He comes across a place that has a skyline there, which is a miracle in and of itself that you find a skyline that actually runs.
Not just any skyline. No, hold on. Not just any skyline. No. Not just any skyline. The way that shit was set up, which was kind of ridiculous to me.
Every person that said that, by the way, sir. Every person said it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's very ridiculous because he was on the run by having the 3000 GT, which, by the way, for anyone who doesn't follow, for anyone who doesn't follow Craig Lieberman's YouTube channel, the 3000 GT was originally supposed to be the, big finish finale car at the end of the first Fast and Furious instead of the Supra. Like Brian was originally supposed to start out with the Supra instead of the Eclipse. He would have had the Supra first and then got the 3000 GT, but they switched it to where his 3000 GT shows up in this Prelude. Anyway, he drives the Prelude, and it wasn't until the cops found his car. Mm-hmm. So when homegirl who ran into him at the hotel takes him basically just gets him out of town, he finds his way into Texas and he finds a car dealership and holy shit, I see this car, looks nice. Hey, what's that under a green tent? And it turned out to be a whole ass R34
still running
Skyline GTR
running fine.
Sir, it is 2003. How on God's earth are you able to get a R34 Skyline fresh out of Japan?
From Mexico, probably.
Not even in Mexico. Shit, you could barely import that shit into Canada.
No, I'm just saying movie logic. I guess.
But just movie logic. Okay, look, movie logic. Somebody did this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Boom. GTA cheat code.
So
GTA cheat code, and that shit just appeared in that dealership. Okay, so he gets it and he starts running races. He starts modifying the car, starts souping it up, cleaning up, doing all that shit. I like that. I like the paint job on it, by the way. That's
whoa. You missed a key part here. He pulls into Miami and meets up with Tej and also MC Jin. All right, and he helps
stop that MC Jin.
Can we talk about Jim real quick?
No, I mean, Eric.
Just real quick. Real quick.
Why not? Why not?
Jin is what happens. Jin is what
happens when we want to invite the Asians in.
No, that's not what it was.
No, he's not.
He's not. Jin is a case of what happens at Def Jam when you market a decent rapper into a gimmicky rapper up front. Like
Let's stop calling him decent. Let's stop calling.
I'm saying he's decent. I didn't say he was the greatest MC ever. I say
no. Let's stop calling him decent. Just because somebody can freestyle and rap really fast does not mean they can actually rap. We have been over this.
He's a C minus level rapper.
Chris, that is a D minus. That's a D rapper, and you know it. Don't do that.
Mac is a fucking D minus rapper. The fuck
who? Who?
I know who he is. No, you're not gonna do. No, you're not gonna do it. China Mac. I know who he is. He actually had beef with Jen, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah. Well, beef with Jen's assistant.
I about to say they did. And actually, Chris, here's my thing. If you're gonna bring up a D student, don't bring up another D student in your dog.
What I'm saying is, what happened with Jen was Def Jam put on Rough Riders, delayed his album for 2 years. So instead of striking while the iron is hot, delayed his album for 2 years, and by the time his album debuted, everybody didn't give a fuck about him at that point.
No, Chris. I think it was worse than that because let me tell you this. They had, like you said, they didn't strike when the iron was hot. The bigger problem was this.
And they marketed him as a gimmicky Chinese rapper. Look at this Chinese rapper with the Rough Riders.
Stop that, okay? Stop that.
They need to win freestyle Fridays on 106.
He did that to himself, first off. Let's make that very clear. Jin did that to himself. True. Okay.
Also, Sirius Jones did murder him too. So
Chris, that has nothing to do with what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Let me fucking finish. Jesus, yeah. The motherfucker, like I said, Jim wasn't that bad, but no one cared for him. Even the audience he was trying to sell to didn't care for him. It was just not that time for a Chinese American to be the MC that's going to move the masses. And here's the worst part, because me and Eris know about this, because I chose that song to be one of the songs I rapped on before. That song was dog water. No, that's still
Chinese.
Learn
I'm not
Chinese.
talking about learn Chinese, Eris. You remember that Just Blaze beat he had?
Yes.
Which
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
Blaze?
God.
Which Just
I don't
Blaze beat?
Chris is Jen, and that album is 20 years old. Stop.
I didn't
don't
buy
know
it,
his
so
name.
you know. It was, shit, double lavender.
That junk was straight up. That shit was straight up bark. Okay,
Redwood.
Joe, and I hated it how everybody talked all this shit about him going over. Like, yeah, man, he went to Asia, he blew up. No, he didn't. Stop that lying. Stop that lying.
He
didn't blow up.
he just crossed gold recently with one song.
But still,
did.
I mean, I get it, Chris. He had a Joe Budden pump it up where it took him this long.
He wishes he had a Joe Budden pump it up.
No. I'm talking about it took that long for it, 20 years for it to go platinum. Is what I'm saying.
You know, here's the thing. I find it even more funny though, because of his grand opening, grand closing, his debut album was called "The Rest Is History." Fitting.
That being said, I blame people like Eris.
What did I do?
I blame DJ Sue greatly for this, because DJ Sue was the main one. Oh shit! You see that nigga going against Hassan?
I liked him as a freestylist.
You were on the surfboard. You were on the surfboard.
Follow me. Here's the thing, Eric. You got to own that, just like I got to own the Teriyaki Boys.
You got not Chris.
No. D, I got this.
Eris was not as bad as you, Chris.
No, D, I got this. First of all, Chris, let's be real. Teriyaki Boys got a resurgence at like when it comes to certain DJs and at certain venues that drop that song, a remixed version of it, some kind of crazy ass mashup. People fucking love Teriyaki Boys, so you're fine.
He's kind of right. I can't believe it. The Teriyaki Boys, who were, in my opinion, way more gimmicky than Jen could ever be.
But here's the thing, too.
Not even in they sleep outsold him.
That's not shocking though, because you think about the cosigns they got. You got the cosigns for the Beastie Boys, Busta Rhymes, fucking Kanye West, when he not non-crazy Kanye West. So you got that going for you.
Here's the worst
Who was
part about
co-signing Jen? DMX. DMX is barely co-signing. I'm like,
DMX did not co-sign.
No, that's what's it. Barely. DMX is like, yeah, that nigga's on our label, I guess. Sure.
Boy, I remember they had a chance to push him when he was on. Like, wasn't like he wasn't like Rough Ride. It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. One of the Rough Rider volumes, they had a chance to put him on, never put him on. I'm like, wow, dog. And usually the Rough Rider volumes are where it highlights everybody on the Rough Rider label. So how the hell you not promote
if you went on the first three, Rough Rider albums, nobody heard you. Trust me, no one heard you. I think.
But I got something.
Whatever.
I got something. I want to bring to attention. See, what Universal did was they gave us a twofer. See, they used the power of the Infinity Stones to Thanos snap Ja Rule out of the existence of this Fast and Furious universe, and somehow we gained both Jen and Ludacris.
and nothing of value was lost.
Nothing was lost.
And
to this day, Ja Rule's still feeling mad salty about
that. Hold on now. We still got the Hail Mary. He might pop up in Fast 11. I don't
He is
know.
not showing up.
He
We
might
will
be-
never see Edwin again.
Hey, no. I
Chris,
need
I'm gonna need you to chill.
Jason Joker Momoa to pull out Edwin like
No,
Edwin's
Chris,
back.
I'm gonna need you to
Revenge
chill.
time,
Chris,
baby.
I need you to chill. I need you to chill. See, the reason why I need you to chill is because you have a much higher chance of seeing the return of both Hector and Leon and the ghost of Jesse.
I don't know. I have a better shot. You
Fast
know what?
11.
I have a better shot of DK coming back. You're right. So
You got a better chance.
Yes.
No.
Even DK.
You got a better chance of Monica showing up than Ja Rule right now.
Actual Monica. Like, what has she been doing this fast?
Hey. He might also said the ghost of Jesse. I hate you. But nah.
This serious. Ja Rule is never coming back to this franchise.
Hey, if you pass up at Fast 11, you owe me a Coke.
Fine. I get. Listen,
Look,
I will.
I want a Coke with a lime in it, sir. With a lime in it.
No problem.
Chris.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Tevin. I already said it. Cyborg Johnny Tran coming back.
Nah, here's the thing. The same people that gave us Black Superman and Hobbs and Shaw, they revived Johnny Tran.
Them two fans of Johnny Tran. Them two fans of Johnny Tran.
Finally!
He gonna clean up. My boy, man.
Asian Superman is back, baby.
I'm just saying, Johnny Tran. See, and it won't. Well, no, it actually would make sense. Johnny Tran coming back and collabing with Jason Momoa just to take down Toretto. I'm like, dude, it has been 20 years, and you still feeling some way.
Time out. Hey, Jason, I'm gonna need you. I need you to not look ripped in this new one. Go to pudgy one like you were in Fast 10. I need pudgy, crazy Jason Momoa in my Fast 11. That's all I'm saying. You notice he was wearing very loose clothing in that.
He was.
Hey, Brian, real quick. I played World War II in front of my son. And the question wasn't, why did he say tugboats in the beginning? My son's question was, so does that dude yell the whole time? Yes. And you see why Young One is not a rapper right now. Look, here's the worst part. I listened to that part. I'm like, Shawty Papa like. I'm like, this shit went. When that first came out, Young One hit that track. We like, oh shit, this nigga hot. No, he wasn't. That was it. That was the extent.
But
Tear It Up was cool. Anyway.
I love how this movie kicks off with David Banner. Real Thugs Get Down on the Floor. That worked. That's 2000s as shit. All right.
The whole movie is 2000s.
No,
this is what happens.
But this is a Def Jam / collaboration.
Well, no, movie. It's the reason why I said that this is also a black movie. Let's keep it a buck. This is a black movie. Now, get this. Not only do we got a full Def Jam soundtrack accompanying Universal on this one, what else do we have?
I was about to say David Banner was Universal. He won Def Jam. I was just about to say that.
You sure?
Yeah,
Def Jam fight from New York.
Well, you know Def Jam does a lot of collabs.
And I'm about to say, and Fat Joe wasn't on Def Jam either. And Sean Paul wasn't on Def Jam. And Flavor Flav wasn't on Def Jam.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
He was at one point. Yeah, he was.
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy.
Yeah,
that's why he was in the game, because of history.
Stop. Public Enemy ain't been on Def Jam in years.
That's not the point. That was the point of Def Jam Fight for New York.
But then again,
previously were on it.
Hold on. Even bigger. Ice-T. Ice-T was never on Def Jam. So that being said, Scarface was never. Well,
yeah, he was. Def Jam South.
He was, and it was a mistake. Anyway,
Def Jam South. Come on now.
Hey, Chris, don't say "come on now" like people remember Def Jam South. All right, I remember. We remember, but you know who don't remember? That nigga right there who made Def Jam South and left it. So we are not. All right.
Also, Ludacris with the afro.
Boy, the point.
That's peak Ludacris. That is peak Ludacris.
Also,
remember what I told you. The moment he cut the afro and the braids off, that That man lost half.
When he went the high top fade.
No, when he went full fade, I'm like, oh, Ludacris, you done lost half.
hate,
You lost half your powers, and like that, and the only remaining power that you. No, seriously, because his only remaining power after that was grew up and screw up, and after that, nigga just stuck to the movie checks.
Like, here's the thing that get me about Ludacris is that when he did cut his hair, I was like, man, see, I hate it when black people got to straighten themselves out for white folks so we can get more money. I always hate that. But that being said, give me 1 second. Hey, Brian, come here. Oh, 2003. We don't make white tees like this no more.
Solid white.
Oh, man.
Solid white, not long as hell, just normal size.
That was normal size. Here's the funny thing. I have two white tees that I only wear during the. I have 2 white tees. I only wear white tees in the summer, and even then it's like once or twice. Y'all know I wear one every time I go to BlurCon just to wear one. But I thought to myself, D, wear the dress to be funny. No.
Here's the I feel you're taking a risk during the summer wearing a white tee, especially if you go to a cookout. Because why would you wear a white t-shirt to the cookout?
You know,
I don't do that.
No. Very okay. I can answer that. CJ.
Go ahead first.
The reason why you do that is because you went out of your way to buy them shits from the hookup man. 5 of them shits for 10.
I'm lined up, Chris. Number 1, I'm lined up. It makes my fake gold pop a little bit better. It really goes well. It really goes well with these jeans I'm wearing, with these Nietzsche jeans I'm wearing. And I got some fresh white Nikes that I want. Fresh Nike, fresh Air Force Ones. Nigga.
Lows or highs?
That's a good one. That's a good one for some people. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Look,
I got a solid white and blue pair of Air Max.
It also, Chris, to keep it a buck, this is before sneaker shame with the highs and lows, so we're not doing that.
Yes. No. I wasn't saying that to shame because it varied with certain people. Some people have lows and then the highs. So,
It doesn't matter. Chris Eris knows I had a bunch of them, and when I wanted to be in my goon shit, I had a bunch of black ones too.
Long tube socks, or you had the ankle socks or the mid socks?
You know what? This is D.
I had mid ankle. I never had
the long socks. This is D. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I can take socks any size. I don't care personally if they big tube socks is long. I never understood how some niggas like, you got long socks. I like the long socks. Like, I was one of them niggas. Like, I want to wear long socks today. I want them to cover my whole calf. Leave me alone.
I want to look like Dr. J.
I never understood the ones that be walking around in them footy socks.
I wasn't a footy person, and the only reason why I didn't wear like the socks that had like SpongeBob and different designs on them is because I thought the material was cheap. I never really liked.
Also, the new one that apparently
gotta get them from downtown locker room.
Apparently, me thinking niggas is not wearing fucking socks with dress shoes. Apparently, there's socks that actually just go to the bottom of your feet. I didn't know that. I never knew that. I'm like, y'all niggas wearing dress shoes with no socks.
Hey, look, you know what?
That's a Miami thing. That is a Miami thing.
Hey, y'all, I'm not going to reveal the number, but Chris get paid more than me and Eris, and the shit that Chris don't know pisses me and Eris off. Feel like, how are you getting paid more than us? Anyway.
Speaking of getting paid, so apparently niggas are out here betting rent money for a race. I'm like, bro.
Yep. That's what they doing. Betting all types of rent money, risking it all for a girl that's only built like a minute.
Also, Michael Ealy out here betting his rent money. This girl was like, "We got rent paid," and he's like, "I got it, girl." I'm like,
I do not have a picture of Michael Ealy fresh out of Silver Hill, Silver Springs,
Maryland.
Wait,
like,
can I mention something off that movie?
3X to 5. Yes, I admit I had some big ones. I did have some big ones.
Can I mention something about that movie cover, by the way? You and I went to go see this movie with like a bunch of our other friends. Like, we saw it in the theaters. Remember the poster? The original movie poster for Too Fast was not the one that we got here as our background.
No. I seen the original one.
The original one had the 4 cars. You saw Brian, Tej, Suki, and Michael Ealy.
You assumed all 4 of them were like the main cast of the movie in some way, shape, or form.
and Chris, the one thing now recently we got into the whole little argument, and we'll probably continue it when we get to it later on this year about Dragon Ball was never about martial arts. This made me realize that it was never about cars because it gave off the idea that right there when I saw those four, I'm like, there's gonna be so many races in in this thing. There were I counted them three technically three in this movie. And guess what? One of them was on jet skis. So that tells you.
You know what, man? You know what's crazy to me? Devin Aoki. This during this period of time in the early 2000s. She was in a lot of stuff. It was like they were trying to really make fetch happen with her in some way, shape, or form.
I mean she was.
This movie did kind of blow her up in a little bit of popularity. Never mind the fact that she's the sister of one Steve Aoki.
Yeah,
that helped. And also the one thing I never liked about Devin, and it's just straight up, I didn't think she was a very good actor, and everybody agrees with me.
Gotta be honest with you.
What's even more interesting though is that I get what got her in the door, but it's like you're built like a minute, so you have to act like you have to act. You have to actually act.
Jamie Chung has the career that Devin Aoki was supposed to have.
I agree. I agree.
No. I mean, partially I agree, but real talk. What happened was, I'm sorry, they said, "Oh my goodness, Devin, you are stunning. Could you tap Maggie Q behind you and tell her to come here?"
I mean,
I think Maggie Q also was a girl. No, mine. That's mine too. That's my Kelly. Come over here.
You know why I said that? Because Jamie Chung took her character from when they did the speaking of a sequel that was like 10 years too late, when they did Sin City and Dane to Kill for Devin Aoki's character Miho, you thought they were going to call her back. Nah, hey Jamie, what you doing today? Brought her back. I was like, wow.
Like I'm about to do this. Like, what you doing today? I'm about to do this Dragon Ball movie. Hey, take a break real quick. Come over here. We need you for a scene.
Drink this real quick. I want to talk to you.
Oh, by the way, gentlemen, I did want to go back right quick to because we diverted off real quick. I did want to mention Ja Rule again. So much like how Vin Diesel turned down $25 million, Ja Rule, of course, he decided to follow suit. Man was offered $500,000, which was more than any rapper was paid for a sequel at the time. Guess how much he got for the first movie?
Like what, $50,000 or something like that?
You being nice, nigga. Way lower.
10,000.
A little bit higher.
20.
15. He got 15 for Fat.
Did the nigga at least get to keep the fucking Integra that he raced in? Shit.
Okay. Shut up, Chris. You shut up, and Brian, shut up. A gift card. I hate the both of you.
15,000. I don't even get to keep the car. What the fuck kind of bullshit?
But hang on. So, in the first movie, he was given 15 grand. The second movie, he was offered 50,000. Dude, $500,000. John Singleton himself said John got too big for himself. Turned it down. Turned down $500,000. He was acting like he was too big to be in the sequel. He wouldn't even return. Wouldn't even return phone calls or nothing. So, hands were tied. He called Ludacris.
50 Cent.
Okay, hold up. Now, hold on. You cannot
but
say
he got offered $500,000.
That's what
that's
I'm
way
saying. That's
more
my
than
point.
that.
That is my point. That is my point. See, you can't sit here and say 2001 you were offered $15,000 to be in a movie that went on to blow up and do $200 million at the box office worldwide. When a sequel gets announced and you are offered more than quadruple the amount of money that you got for the first film, why would you turn it down?
Which I'm gonna guess John Singleton, being a black man, was trying to put other black people on. I was like, hey, Ja, I got you a big payday. Come
No,
on
no,
in.
no. There's something I learned about John Singleton just looking at this movie, because this movie still kind of bad, y'all. It's actually written well. There's actually character development and stuff like that.
Sir,
Oh my
sir,
God! You mean to
sir,
tell me that Ja Rule could have actually broke a part of this and would have been
sir,
something?
sir. This is much more than that. This movie, despite how anyone may feel about it being a bad movie or whatever, this
Mhm.
movie outsold the first one
Yeah, of
by
course.
by a cool $40 million.
I mean, you think about a couple of things. Number one, we might as well just call this Too Fast, Too Furious, sponsored by Mitsubishi, because the big promotion for this was the Eclipse and the fucking Evo in their candy colors. Let's be real. The Evo, fine. The Spider, not really good.
Okay, there's a reason why, Chris.
Why?
There's a reason why. Okay. So what came out right before this whole thing went out? Ja Rule was dealing with the the hit song that we all still sing to this day, "Thug Lovin'," and he was on top of the world, and he was and you know, and he had another song. And he had another album coming out called "Blood in My Eye" with the hit song
Gonna
"Clap
clap
Back."
back.
Clap
Gonna
back,
clap
we gonna
back.
clap back. We gonna
Now,
clap
now,
back.
now,
We gonna
now,
clap.
now,
Let's take
Chris,
the war.
Chris Harris, I actually appreciate
A lot
that
of
yell.
energy on that one.
I appreciate the Jeffrey yell.
Ja, ja
But
Rule is smiling right now.
hey,
Smiles and
somebody
fire.
remember me. Somebody
Smile. No,
remember me.
no, smile. No, 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 gentlemen. Smiles and Fire Fest. But please continue.
Smiles, smiles at small man with small goals. Uh,
Smiles and Fire Fest refunds.
Smiles and Irv got a confusion.
Smiles and Fed investigation.
Smiles at I did my taxes last year. Smiles at hey, I think if we get to a beef right now, I'll beat him.
Smiles and I was a witness to an R&B star getting fucked over, but said nothing.
Do y'all realize? Do y'all realize that Ja Rule literally got mad because somebody blocked his dunk one time and never got over it. That's pretty much his whole career. It like, but for real, Chris, I think when they was doing filming of this, because during that time Doug Lovin was coming on, and Ja Rule had in his mind that he was the next Tupac. Nothing came out from him.
Yeah.
He's like,
Which was
nah,
all the
you
more
have to pay
reason
me
for you.
more.
No, which was all the more reason for you to come back and do this movie.
Mistakes were made, all
Sure.
right. You know, Vin learned it.
Mistakes?
No. Vin learned his lesson. He came back to Tokyo Drift because he was like, "Hey, let me go back to
Vin
the."
strong armed everybody to get his shit back.
Strong-armed.
Vin did a straight Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I got more money, so I'm just going to be a part of it. That's what he did, all right? And that's why he don't like
Better actor than you. And Vin was like, "No, bitch, you're not."
her and Chris, and that's why he don't like the Rock, because Vin's like, nigga, I do that.
Well, they did settle the beef, so it's good.
No, they did it.
They did.
No, they did it.
No, they did.
No,
That's
they
why The
did.
Rock is coming back for Fast 11.
They ain't settle no beef. They said, you want to make this money? Well, you know, I kind of, I need a win right now. So, yes.
So they did this.
Yeah, they did that. And you
Gotcha.
see that mug on Ryu's face? That's Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
All right, don't be coming up here demanding stuff.
Anyways,
I ain't gonna do the whole
but
thing.
anyways,
You make sure you keep that that workman shirt on, sir.
so Brian apparently is the boogeyman of street racers because these motherfuckers are missing a guy, and Ted just like, I'm gonna call somebody, Brian, and one of the guys, I forgot the actor's name, the Spanish dude, is like, ah shit, it's Brian. Fuck.
I do believe that young gentleman was.
I've seen him in other movies. What was it?
Ooh, the Spanish fellow?
The Spanish fellow.
Nolasco.
Yes.
Oh, his character name, Orange Julius, sir. I am not lying to you. That is actually his name.
The restaurant in the mall that you get juice from.
And the
Orange
reason
juice.
why is because he drove a red and orange Mazda RX-7.
Second time we've seen the RX-7 in this series. Third
Mhm.
when we get to Tokyo Drift. Fourth if you count Fast. What 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's kind of funny that, like I said, I seen the photo, the pictures, and I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be another movie where they're racing like crazy and all the rest of that. No, no. This initial race was about pretty much all the racing.
It was basically Need for Speed Underground Race because holy
It
crap.
inspired the crap out of it.
Because
The first one did, the second one did even more.
Because we talked about this in the first one. We not gonna labor over it, but the Nas effect in this movie was okay. Yeah. That's where I said that's where I said the Fast series jumped the shark to me. Was that moment.
Stop, Chris. Stop.
We already been over this.
I know we've been over it, but that was that. That's why I felt it jumped the shark right there.
I want
whatever.
I know.
No, I do want to bring something to attention here. So
it's just finishing the work. I'm sorry, Eris. Sorry, Chris. I told you seeds, right? That was a sprout. Pook. Hey, it's gonna get dumber.
I want to say that according to one John Singleton, and I can no longer look at this movie the same. He said it himself that this movie was heavily inspired by Top Gun.
That makes sense.
It tracks.
I mean, Brian and Roman the whole time are on some bromance shit.
This was definitely on some Tom Cruise and Iceman shit.
Brian telling fucking Roman, put your shirt on. You know, your titties out and shit.
Like, sir, this was Maverick and Iceman like for an hour and a half.
Brian doing his trademark triangle hold, and Tyrese like, what the fuck was that, bitch?
I gotta be real with you.
Which, by the way, hold on. Thank you. I'm glad you put that up.
This is one of the most realistic best friend fights ever. I will give it that.
Yes.
Now understand something. What if I told you that this won a Teen Choice Award for best fight scene?
D knows.
Because
I don't know how, but I seen it when they got nominated.
Because guess what? Those teens are smoking whatever the fuck they're smoking for saying that. But also the teen awards aren't really taken seriously anyway. So
it doesn't matter. It's the fact that it won. It won something. That's the point. The point, Chris, is that it won something.
Hey, Topher Grace won Best Kiss at the MTV Movie Awards. All right,
but here's the thing. Here's a difference. The MTV Music Awards actually have their own people. The MTV Music Awards got their own people. The Choice Awards, especially the Teen Choice Awards, no. Those are a bunch of old white men. Justin Bieber wins this year.
Of course he does. Selena Gomez, Becky G.
Give it to Kesha. And bring Kesha in here. Look, and bring Kesha in here. I'm with Kesha. The industry fucks you over, girl. I didn't like you, but it fucked you over. just real talk. I have to talk about this. Cole Hauser is my dude. I love him in Yellowstone. He's always been that dude. No. In Yellowstone, he has a beard. He's fatter.
He's a cowboy,
and he's likable. Look at this dude.
This is young Cole Hauser. Like, I think we talked about him at length in Pitch Black. This one was like, so he's a drug lord in Miami.
He's a drug lord. What's his last name? Not Vasquez.
Verone.
Carter Verone.
Ooh, I need Verone and Jason Momoa to hook up because Verone only got like 10 years.
Verone all fat in jail. Got a beard now. He gonna get this line? Yeah, I know about Brian.
They pulled Cole Hauser off of Yellowstone to do Fast 11.
Boy. I look, stop giving look, three black geeks. We're tired of giving Hollywood good ideas that
they pulled what's his face off of fucking Iron Man 2 and put him in fucking Expendables and shit.
They did.
They really did. It was like, yeah, you're in Expendables. But
keep the same hair. Keep the haircut.
I like how Mickey Rourke was like, I was an action star. You could have got Jamie Foxx. I think it would have been the same.
So GC's asking, Did we love him in Higher Learning?
Uh,
I don't
Carter
remember.
Verone.
I'm sorry. The only person I remember in Higher
yeah, because
Learning
he
that was
was the
white.
head of the KKK and
He
got
was the
Michael
head of
Rappaport.
that.
Yep.
All I remember is Michael Rappaport. That's
You're
all I
all
remember.
monkeys. You're all monkeys. Yeah. I'm like, hey. Don't live your rhymes there.
No, wait.
Don't
So
live
it's
your
Michael.
rhymes there, buddy.
Wait, Chris. So it's Michael Rappaport being Michael Rappaport.
I
Gotcha.
was just
Yes.
about to say.
Okay.
I was
Yes.
just about to say. You beat me to it. And Tevin, you need to go the fuck home because he will scoot. All he has to do is
Oh.
make up Spanish
Cole
heritage, and
Cole
white people like
Hauser.
take it.
Cole Hauser was on his 1993 Iron Man. Tony Stark was Hispanic tip in this movie.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
He
yes,
was
he
he
No,
was
no.
missing this.
Hold on.
Chris, this is all he was missing.
Yeah. If he had that one hair,
One
it
long
is
strand of hair.
done.
He was like this. He's white, but he might be Cuban.
He might be Cuban, white Cuban, if you will.
White Cuban, if you white Cuban, white Cuban.
Look, look, Jose was the one that peeped us on white Hispanics. So I'm like,
Hey,
yeah,
look,
white
no,
Cuban.
I don't have it.
I-
I don't have it. No. What I was going to say was, according to the FBI dossier on Carter Verone, this man was born in Argentina.
Wow, they really did just white Latin him up, didn't they?
Yeah. He was
Wow.
born in Argentina and spent the large majority of his life being an import guy in Miami.
I respect the choice of Cole Hauser. Like, I ain't doing no goddamn accent. You're going to get Cole Hauser voice.
No accent.
Because they could have
Hold on. Just born in Argentina, but he lived the majority of his life.
A lesser director would have told him to put on a Hispanic accent as Verone.
Oh yeah. You better be, look. Here's the thing. Like I said, shots, line work, and like I said, some of these aren't the best lines. But then you be like, I'm sorry, you connected that to the
Character
last
development?
movie. It's like you connected that to the last movie, and it made sense. Like a good example, actually, the best example is how Brian got to where he was at, and the fact that that Roman knew none of this shit, and the way they all played out was like, so wait a minute. You did that for what? Because of what happened to you, man. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is stupid, but this is the most character development you're going to be seeing.
Even down
For the rest of the series.
Even down to like the fact that and it plays off in Fast 4, Brian being that good of a cop that the FBI was like, all right, we'll give you a second chance. We know you let Toretto go away, but we'll give you a shot if you help us.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm also willing to bet that Skyline that he got stopped in was definitely a hero car because that Skyline never came back in this movie.
Shocks didn't fucking break, and even though it hit a fucking a coin with the fucking meter, it didn't really get injured. It didn't really get destroyed that bad. It was like, all right.
I do say this. This is the best part about it. You know what he did at the Fast 4? That was cool. So Fast 5, we're just gonna throw away all of this, and we're making up shit from here on out. Okay. No, that's what Vin wants.
You mean Fast 4?
No, that's after Fast 4.
Yeah, Fast 5.
No, after Fast 4.
Yeah, because Fast 4 followed up from Too Fast. Fast 5 was like, all right, we're gonna
semi-soft reboot, but yeah.
Fast 5. Look, for that day on, they did this. All right. Okay, that's all the character development we got for this. Okay, so what does that mean? Family, and Don has a brother or some shit. There we go. We're good.
and a possible sister. I don't know.
We're gonna bring Letty back.
We're gonna bring Letty back.
We're gonna bring Letty back. Look, here's everybody. Here's Paul Walker. That's stupid. People can't come. No, I'm not gonna say the rest of that joke. Anyway.
Hey man, we about to get. Hey, look, Vin. Yo, people don't understand this. Justin Lin walked off Fast 10 because Vin threatened with AI Paul Walker, and Justin was like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Hey, come on, listen. Me having the blue Skyline show up at the end of F9 was enough. I don't need to do any more. Hell, we already name drop him and we mentioned Brian enough times in this movie. I don't need to do any more.
You know what? But back to Dee's point though on character development, I like that Tej had a conversation with Roman because Roman was like, "So what you do down here and stuff?" He's like, "Oh, I used to race and then mess my leg up, so now I just hustle. That's what I do."
He didn't mess his leg up. He was under house arrest, and the man's out here living his destruction derby, twisted metal life
Yeah.
by ramming
He's a hustle
cars
man.
and cars.
No. I'm talking about Tej, because you remember when Roman Roman with Tej was talking, he was like, "Yeah, I messed my leg up in an accident, so now I'm just down here getting money."
Sir, the line was he hit a wall doing $120. Let's be real. You hit a wall doing $120 in that ugly ass Louis Vuitton covered NSX.
Yeah.
Way to ruin a classic.
Hey.
That being said, guys, he was a super mathematician and hacker. We just had to give him time. We just had to give him time.
Hey, you know what?
He's an inventor always. He's an inventor too.
We would not see any of this skills come into place. I would say not for a good 4 movies.
But here's the funny part.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry to stop you on that, but here's the best part. I like how not only does he come back, they gave him that shitty excuse of I can always do it. Shut the fuck. That is not how that
here's
works.
the kicker.
If you have the powers of MIT math up here, you are not doing that street racing shit. You're doing fantasy football or playing blackjack. Get out my face, yo.
To be fair, I believe Ludacris to be this character versus if it was Ja Rule being this character.
That Christopher.
Actually, I had a life before y'all met me.
Can you imagine it, y'all? Can you imagine? Y'all in.
You imagine in Fast 6 when they're in Abu Dhabi, he's actually using martial arts inside that fucking damn server room? No.
Dude, don't make me throw up.
No. He did it to he did it to fucking Seagal. Oh God, ladies and gentlemen, please go check out 3 Black Geeks Half Past Dead. Anyway,
can I just find out of all this, we get Eva Mendes just looking like beautiful Latin woman. Eva Mendes. I mean, look, Eva Mendes always been fine to me, but it's like Eva's career is weird because it's like she's there in shows and movies, but it's like
Eva's prettiness outweighed how good of an actress she was, and she was standard as an actress. Yeah. And I hate that she got swept up in that power vacuum of we need to find our next Latino to lust after.
Oh man, yeah.
Well, she was like one of 5.
It was her, Sofia Vergara around that time.
No, I'm gonna say this. Here's where Hollywood fucked up. You had something real good going in that first 5 minutes of We Own the Night with her, and you just dropped that ball.
Shit with it.
I don't look. I got to be real with you. I don't know how far it was going to go anyway. That's just me.
She was funny in the other guys though.
Yeah,
it's like this. I really feel like, and I think also it might have got a little bit crowded, and she kind of looked like every other Spanish girl, and they weren't really trying to get nobody to. I don't know, man. It's just weird. She did kind of just,
At the same time, though, you got to admit, for her coming off of the Will Smith Miami video to Fast and Furious,
all about
that's a hell of a jump.
She did all about Benjamins before this.
She was in that too,
and Exit Wounds and Training Day.
Yeah, that's right. She was in that too.
Yeah, those are notable movies and everything. Yeah, she just kind of
even Once Upon a Time in Mexico, the inferior sequel
to Desperado.
To Desperado. That movie is weird, and I forgot Johnny Depp is in that movie. That's how weird that movie is.
Wait,
Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba. Yeah, number one. People
J-Lo. Now, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe she was trying to be the next J-Lo. I believe Hollywood was trying to. Push
Hollywood
her.
Was trying to push her as that. Funny thing, people forget, and I don't know if it's more Hollywood. People forget Jessica Alba is Latin, and it's like, yeah, she is. She is.
Hey guys, don't worry. Until Honey came along, she forgot she was Latin. Anyway,
white passing Latin.
Boy, look. The thing with Eva is that she did take a break in 2014, and I forgot about all of this. She has been slobbing Ryan Gosling for the last 10 years. So
Ryan, I can't believe my career is still going and I'm great at it. Gosling.
I like the movie personally,
Hey, look.
and
The
it is
movie was
because
great.
look, and it is because of Ken.
Did
Love you, Margot.
did you see the look on his face when that song that he did won and he was like, really? Like we won?
Think about it though, Chris. Think about it.
That's his look on his face was
Aaron,
just weird. Like,
Chris,
huh?
Chris, think about it. For years, you worked at Disney. You don't get to see your family. You got to stand up on your feet all the time, dancing, doing all these moves. La 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 la. Do it again, Ryan. You think about it. You doing all these things to be the perfect superstar, and then he just relaxes and do good roles and take time. And he's building himself up. And before he knows it, that was a comedy movie. But what about what I did on Blade Runner?
Nothing. La La Land. Nothing.
La La Land. You didn't give me nothing for that. But this.
That was a look on his face. Like,
Let me get this shit straight.
Out of all of Barbie, this is what you recognize.
Let me get this shit straight.
This is what gets nominated.
which in and of itself does kind of make the movie's point about man.
Oh no! It rubs its dick on top.
Oh
of it.
yes, it does.
Look, and unfortunately, I like to think not women, white women. It tells white women what you're going to do about it. That's what it makes me.
Because you love Ryan Gosling and his 8-pack abs.
Hey,
You're not going to say anything.
Hey! You're kid enough for me too, sweetie. You're kid enough for me.
Speaking of which, so our gang, they get put in to help out. Brian and Roman, they have to help, and they are running for Verone, who needs 2 guys to run drugs for him. And how does he do that? Hey, I left something special in my car in the tow lot. I need you to go get it.
They go all the way. They go on the little race and all that. They got that
highway race makes guys. Can you explain?
It made my head hurt. It made my head hurt.
Can you explain this to me? You're driving a car. You see 2 cars going between 2 trucks. Why would you think that you can drive in between those 2 trucks, knowing that the trucks are starting to close in?
Because I'm different. That's why.
In a Mustang, not even a good Mustang at that.
Speaking of which, you remember that scene where all the cars was going out and everybody was going out in an orderly fashion? I said, bullshit. There's one dickhead in the
Oh, she was see, Eva Mendes was around the same age as when she was doing Mortal Kombat Conquest. So that was right around that time.
No, Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba was in Secret World of Alex. Man.
No, but it's still around that same time point of
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's Jessica Alba. None of us watched Dark Angel. Let's shut the fuck up. Oh,
I did.
You would, Chris.
I did.
Eris? Hold on. Eris? Yeah, Eris would.
I watched Buffy and Dark Angel, so it was all the same to me.
As did I. I watched Buffy too.
I am mad that I didn't watch the old episodes of the film Nikita, only because I bet it was more terrible than I.
Here's the weird part. I never watched the La Femme Nikita show. I've seen bits and pieces, but I never
saw the
sat down
one.
and watched it. I've seen the movie with what's her face?
Didn't this wasn't this series like wasn't that
the
Kelly
series?
Hugh?
I think the series.
Kelly Hugh.
Maggie Q was the CW La Femme Nikita. They got 3 seasons. I'm kind of shocked.
I thought she did.
And that one, and that one was just called Nikita.
Yeah, that was.
Wait a minute.
Nikita.
Yeah, that was Nikita. But I thought she did Beauty. I thought she was in Beauty and the Beast, the new one that came out.
Who?
Maggie. That might have not been her. That might not have been her. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The one where the guy did not turn into a beast. He just had a weird face. Bullshit.
And here's what I heard from people that watched it. It's actually written pretty well. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's like,
Choices were made. But speaking of choices, so they're racing down the road. Now, again, Brian and Roman are driving the candy-colored, Mitsubishi cars.
I like to call them 2000s.
The Mitsubishi double gang.
I like to call them 2000s cars. Thank you.
I like how the two guys are like taking pot shots at them, as they should, because like American Muscle. And I'm like, well, you're right, because your American Muscle would kick the shit out of these cars. So you know what? Fair. Fair. Got a Barracuda? Yeah, you're kicking. You're murdering them.
Like, where'd you get those cars at the bottom of a cereal box?
Fonzarelli. I'm like, that's a funny joke. I ain't gonna lie. That was funny.
First of all, one of them drove a Chevrolet Camaro Yenko, sir.
In other words,
And the other
and
the other one was a 1970 Dodge Challenger.
in other words, you're not fucking touching me.
Yeah, they had
No,
to
you're
cheat. Yeah, spoilers. They had to cheat to win those cars. By the way,
I gotta be real with y'all. This. And look, and again, you would have to be alive to know this. There were a lot of weebs and a lot of car idiots that really had this idea that American cars, because they couldn't turn and shit, like the Japanese cars, and they weren't as light as the Japanese cars, that means they were heavier and nobody wanted to drive them. There was a lot of people that said they like, oh, I like racers. But this was during that same time.
the only cars that honestly are sniffing American muscle is the Skyline.
I'm about to say, is the car that got taken out in the first
I was
10
about to
minutes
say.
of the movie.
The Skyline is literally like Japan. That is a monster fucking car. That is
all-wheel drive system.
Oh yeah, so that's definitely something that can hang with a muscle car. All the other cars, no.
Here's
Hell
me.
no.
And this is just me being real right here. I love the Evo. Love the Evo.
It
Love
is
the
not
Evo.
as sniffing.
Love the Evo. Here's like this. The Evo's going against that Challenger. So is there like multiple twists and shit? No. It's a straightaway. He's an airplane. I'm not gonna stop him. What are you talking about?
Now, here's another question. How big is the turbo in that Evo?
Thank you.
Because if it's the same size as a WRX, that bitch is a quarter.
But here's the thing.
That shit's not going nowhere.
Wasn't the
The 4-wheel drive system is to compensate for
but
it.
hold
But
on.
go ahead, Chris.
Wasn't the WRX the better car between that and the Evo anyway?
No, you know what?
Yes and no. See, STI, both WRX and STI, a lot of them do look at them as like the king of rally, the king of the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But some people also believe that the Evo is. But let's be real. By the time the Evo came to America in the 2000s, we got the Evo 7. At that time. Yeah. You know, we ain't get none of the good ones. You know, we ain't get the 5, we ain't get the 3, we ain't get the 4. You know, all that shit is stuck in Japan. Mm-hmm. But the STI and the WRX, that didn't come until I would say the good one, because it was going to be in the first Fast and Furious. The good one didn't come until around just after Too Fast, Too Furious.
I was about to say, like around about 04, maybe the 03.
Yeah, because in Tokyo Drift, which Evo was that?
That had to be.
That was the Evo. That was
7.
That wasn't the 7. I think that was the 9.
In Tokyo Drift? I thought it was the 9, because I think at that point
that's what I said. It was the. That's what I said. It was the 9.
Okay. But nah, like that whole thing, that whole race was just funny because number one, that dude in the Camaro got killed. Let's just call it what it is. Dead.
I mean, in the Mustang. Oh yeah, Mustang. That thing rolled.
Yeah, the one in the Mustang. I am so mad. That was a freaking Celine Mustang that just got wrecked.
Because, like all Mustang people, they go, I can do something. Yeah.
No. My man was underneath the car and had sparks. Like, I'm like, you're dead.
No, he tried to pull. First of all, that was a shout out to Letty, because he tried to do the Letty move of going under a freaking semi.
Oh, my man in the GT Mustang hit them fucking water. The water jug.
Oh yeah, the water.
Hey, you know, for the longest time, I never knew water was in it. I thought it was sand. I thought it was just sand. I didn't know it was water.
Okay.
I always wanted to see them explode.
It is water in some of them. Some of them are sand.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And good luck to your car, and hopefully the engine will not be sitting in your chest if you hit one that's full of sand.
In your chest.
Bro, that car was done.
Oh man. Yo, how did Brian's Evo front end not get fucking pushed in after he hit that fucking middle?
Yeah. No, you talking about when he did the full Scandinavian flick into a 360 drive, putting it in reverse.
No. I'm talking about when they went to the tow yard and he hit that fucking middle pipe to break the gate.
that was a reinforced front end, sir.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
backed by movie magic bullshit.
Also, we're talking about cars. There's one car that I seen in here personally. It was the 1990. It was actually a 1997 Mercury Grand Marquis, which D had looked at the key, looked at it. I said, "Oh, 90s."
Oh, also shout out to. Go ahead.
No, and yes, we were correct, Chris. That was the Evo 9 in Tokyo Drift,
There,
2006.
Also, the police cars that you see in this thing were Caprices and the Crown Vics, and these are 03, 02 Crown Vics and the Caprices. And D has to say, premium. They're best. They're best. Ooh, right before that's when they start replaced all the they replaced them for the Impalas
Ford,
after that. They replaced them with the Impalas, and
Oh,
later on it's kind of funny. It matters on your police department. The Crown Vics will eventually get replaced by the Tauruses.
Yep.
So it like I said, it matters on your where your police force did, because some of them actually end up getting Mustangs, some of them end up getting Chargers. And that was during that, especially the 2000s. That's when everybody started getting different cars and all that. That's when if you were in the South of North Carolina, all of a sudden you see these dickheads and Hellcats with the police sirens on them, all that shit. Yeah.
Hey, so apparently Agent Markham also was like, "Hey guys, love the cars? Yeah, we actually put them with trackers, so don't
Man,
worry."
Spider GPS.
How did you like the 3D?
They're running. I knew it.
They brought that. They took that back to the first movie.
Oh, your boy James Remar was just on when the whole movie, like, I don't trust these niggas.
I wish they brought him back. I need him back.
First of all, Tom Berry, he retired.
Oh, he's retired from acting?
Yeah,
Yes,
dude, he retired from acting in was it 2016?
Wow.
And the brother is still with us?
Yeah, he's still with us.
Yeah, he's still with us.
I was hoping. I was like, I hope he didn't pass away. You know what I mean?
He didn't pass away. He's
like, how much did you get paid
back
for
in the
Fast
80s?
and Furious?
Hold on, keep this. I need to keep. No, put that image back up. Would you believe that back in the 80s, this man was a radio DJ?
I
believe it. He looks at
Cincinnati.
He got
Cincinnati.
He was a radio in Cincinnati.
No. He was the radio DJ for WUBE FM Cincinnati.
Close enough.
Hey yo, I'm gonna keep it real. Hey yo, Tom, how was Boogie Sugar back then, man?
I mean, he was also he also voiced characters in The Incredible Hulk and Wild Thornberrys.
Yeah.
I've heard his voice a couple times. That sounds about right.
Like Tom Berry though has been around, but Chris, you would know this. I think you too, Eris. All three of us, I think we all interviewed James Remar in some type of way.
Yes, we have.
I think we all have.
Yeah, we have.
Great guy.
I met him.
My opinion, top. Yeah, in my opinion, I will say top 5 nicest celebrities. Like, man, James Remar is nice.
Real quick, going back to Tom Berry, gentlemen, this would be his last movie until 2013.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Who, James Remar?
No, Tom Berry.
Okay, about to say.
I'm mistaken.
Like, this is why we never saw him in another Fast and Furious movie, or hell, any other movie at that point. He didn't do another movie until 2013, and then he did one more in Texas Chainsaw 3D.
I knew he was in that movie. I remember seeing
and he was in Mr. Church in 2016, and that was it. Dude retired after that.
I think what really did it was he did 56 episodes of Cold Case, and I've seen at least 100 of them episodes. So
taking up on them residuals.
I don't know. It's Cold Case. I don't think they're playing Cold Case like that.
Case.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd been different if it was The Shield.
If that said Law and Order, yeah.
Well, no, because now with the restructured stuff for streaming, Cold Case is on Paramount Plus, so you know.
All right, he'll pick up his $45 check.
No, it's actually more than that. It's actually more.
I'm kidding.
Chris. That is a steak dinner at the end of the week at Western Sizzler. You need to stop that.
Speaking of steaks, I like how Roman
actors are not getting paid. You already know that. That's why they went to strike for that shit, nigga. Anyway,
getting paid. I like how Roman they get back to Verone's place and off rip like a nigga. Hey man, when we eating?
Man, so you got something to eat up in there?
Yeah.
We hungry.
Verone with the 1,000-yard stare looking at him like, this nigga in trouble. I hit him already.
There's always a black man to make a
Yo,
joke.
Verone looked like he just wanted to say nigga. He just looked.
Say
He just
say
looked.
say
I
that
would
word.
like to point out something that I thought was very interesting. So when they go to Verone's house, which dope ass house, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually I think at the time, I don't know if he still owns it, but that was Sylvester Stallone's house.
You give us that.
So he pulled the Rick Ross for Coming to America and was like, "Hey guys, you can use my house for Too Fast and Furious."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just make sure you just clean up after you leave. That's all I ask for.
Adrian,
I'll be out of town for at least about 5 or 6 weeks. I don't think it would be here for 2. But if you're gonna run the cables, I suggest you run the cables through the back way because we actually filmed the porno here 5 weeks ago.
It was great.
It was great.
man, when you get the condom out the hot tub, but you know.
Look at this. Like, I ain't in the fat
You
chicks.
let you leave it in there. Make give him some character.
Like Chris, Harris. I ain't in the fat chicks, but hey, it was great. It was great.
Hey.
You were like, that's a fat point. Hey, fatty point pays the best. Hey, I say, hey, Sly is here to give you the best.
Tulsa King is dope as hell, Brian. I ain't gonna lie.
told you.
I love it.
I've been telling all y'all, man, he's great in that joint. You know, he is so great in that shit, man.
Oh,
Man.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, look, you ain't lying on this one though, Godchild. Like Cole Hauser was like, "What movie I'm in? Highlander." Okay, not Highlander. Can't say nigga. All right, can't say it. Can't say it.
You know when in that moment. Chris, you know when that moment really hit? You want to know when that moment really hit?
Was it
when Verone was like
that
when
that
Verone hit the hey you. Oh, okay. I'll take my cutter back.
Well, man, I didn't think you needed it because you
that
might
pregnant
have some
pause. That pregnant pause after he said, "Hey, you." We're like, is he gonna say it? Pockets ain't empty. Take my cutter back, man.
you know, you rich. I thought you had some on.
This man thought he had like 5 or 6 of them in the house.
I mean, to be fair, I appreciate him assuming that because I would have assumed that too. Like, man, you rich. You probably got like 8 of these.
But the only thing I have against it is number one.
Matter, nigga.
Number one.
Steal from me.
Here's my thing. You don't steal nothing off of somebody. Now, if I'm walking out your house and I see something on the table, I'm leaving with here with something. I'm leaving with something.
All right.
From the streets.
Right. All right, Denzel. All right, Denzel.
Taking a pencil.
No, you over here trying to take something from a whole ass drug dealer's house.
I'm sorry, Denzel said.
And he is a white drug dealer.
That right there is 2000's Alejandro Sosa. And I believe he would send hitters for less.
I'm sorry, Eris. You mean Alexander Summers. That's what you meant.
Fine.
Look. He barely got taco meat on his chest. So
that looked like a nigga named Terry. Anyway.
Cole Hauser looks like a Terry.
He does, doesn't he?
You know, I'm about to look up this man's filmography to see if he played a character named Terry.
But you brought up Tom Berry's picture. Before they got Roman earlier, they tried to get this other kid to be his partner, and Brian fucked with his head like, ooh. That was funny.
Can I do the line?
Go for it.
Because it was too funny. So you're gonna roll with Agent Dunn here. My man's sipping a whole ass big gulp from a pizza shop, and he goes, "All right, Dunn. Looks like we're gonna be partners, bro. Could you tell me real quick what would be a better motor for my Skyline, a Gallo 12 or a Gallo 24?"
Looks
James Remar. Go ahead, answer him. 24.
I didn't know
pizza places. No, I didn't know pizza places made motors.
I like how he just went over to him and snatched the fucking.
Man looked at the cup and he felt stupid as shit.
He Kaiser Soze your ass.
That is the equivalent of
Kaiser Soze your ass.
This is the equivalent. I got to the flight line right now. I don't know if people are just dumbasses and don't watch movies. They tried to get me with this. Hey, Chris, go up in the cockpit and look at the flux capacitor. And I looked at him like, you think I'm fucking stupid here? I'm looking at them like, you really flux capacitor? Do you know how many people they've gotten with that shit and they didn't understand the Back to the Future reference? I'm like, what?
Okay,
I wish
there's some.
somebody would tell. I wish somebody would tell me, "Hey, go in there and check the flux capacitor." I'm like, "You funny."
Okay, there is a part. There is a part. A lot of people don't know this. This is on every car, most transmissions too. Everybody hears it and they think it's fake. Yeah, you need some sprocket. You need some new sprockets in your transmission. That's fake. That's
No, it's not fake.
Jetsons. No,
No, it's real.
sprockets are a real
It's a
thing.
real thing.
Real
Here's
thing.
another one that everybody gets wrong. Yeah, man, you're gonna need some new phasers. New phasers. Phasers. Dude, that's a made up thing. Nigga, that's a part of your timing belt.
It's
Mhm.
also
I'm gonna think like this. You like that's your timing belt.
it's also
You
a feature.
need new
It's
phasers.
it is also a feature used in DJ controllers.
Because isn't the sprocket like the gear that's inside the transmission, basically? Yeah, I figured
It's
that's
one
what
of
it
many.
was.
It's one of many gears inside your transmission. And the thing that killed me about that is like you would hear it initially, and the first thing goes in your mind is that's a made up word to sound futuristic or some bullshit like that.
Mr. Spacely.
So, but I will give it up, man. It ain't like look what he did. Look at that.
I told you about that damn mic, Chris.
No, it wasn't the
That's what
mic, it was
happened.
the speaker.
Nah, this is what
No, no,
happened
no,
when you have
no.
everything.
That's my point.
That's
my
what happened
point.
when you have everything screwed onto the damn desk.
Your mic picked up everything.
Why
That's
you
why
need
you
a
need
new
a new
new
timing
timing
belt,
belt,
bitch.
bitch.
Well, you need some time. Anyway, so
That is such a that sounds like a Jesse thing to say.
Hey, look. Did y'all love Roan's goons
Enrique.
in the DK?
that dude was bald head. Look, dog. When they was right, look, the last scene where he said, "You're a good driver, man." When he said that, I was like this. He's gonna kill him. Brian, do something.
That man was like, they're holding on to the seatbelt, talking about you're a good driver, man. And then make it worse, put the gun to his head. I actually like you. Too bad I gotta kill you. Why are you talking?
Shoot him now.
Nah, and there's another example when even
You're
like,
upper echelon goon. You should not be saying a word. You should just be, hey, doing a job. Bam.
you were the goon that was hired to talk. You're getting paid more.
You're only hired to talk when giving instructions. At like case in point, the race, that bullshit highway race. That was it. After that, no, you don't say shit. When you know that you are going to put a bullet in the driver's head, you don't need to say anything.
That's another.
You gotten to the destination, dude. Bam, done. Roll credits. Everybody's a winner.
There's another part where Cole Hauser looks at her and said, "Yeah, the only told one person about the airstrip."
Yep.
And she just had to look like, "Go downstairs."
Nah.
She was like, look, hold on. When he told her to go downstairs, I'm like,
Mm-mm.
in real life, she would have took 2 steps. Bow.
No. D, because he has to be movie villain. You walk up to her and you slightly caress her cheek and
You gotta
say,
caress her
"Hey."
face.
You caress her face and go, customs agents sure are getting pretty.
Eva.
Look, man. Look. You know what's crazy to me? Verone was like peak obsessive boyfriend to like, I got this good looking Latina girlfriend here. Can't let her out of my sight. I see the way you look at him. Like,
I think they figured out she was an agent day one.
yeah. Like, remember he said, "Oh, they're making agents very beautiful today, aren't they?"
I mean,
when he said, you've been on my payroll, you've been with me for like almost 3 years or some shit like that, and you never slipped up once. Man, y'all put it downstairs. I'll see you in a minute. Especially earlier when he told her to get on the boat, she didn't want to move. I'm like, son, that is a single barrel shotgun in your face.
I'm like, madam, I understand that you have reluctancy, but think about it this way. Within 10 minutes, you'll be dead.
You'll be
Let me ask y'all this.
I don't know how that makes it better.
Okay. When we look at all the villains of the Fast series, I think Verone is the most tame villain.
Yeah,
He's very
because
tame. It's just like
because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it.
He's
He is.
he's tame just off of his name alone and the way that they played his character. Because look, come on, he's Miami, so he's Miami villain.
There's drugs and money. That's it. There's
Drugs and
nothing else
money,
to it.
Miami villain in the 2000s. Hang on. You want to know what made Johnny Tran go above that? Just the fact that his name. No, the fact that his name. Shut up. First of all, them shits was purchased legally. All right, this motherfucker had.
Don't do that.
No, they were. According to the rap sheet, according to Bilkins himself, he said it.
Well,
the only thing they had was outstanding speeding tickets and low rent. What was it? Weapons, like weapon charges.
Johnny Tran's dad backhanded them, so I'm gonna call them shit.
He did, but hang on.
I am so bad at the knowledge we have of this series.
I was going somewhere with this. I was going somewhere with this. Just off of Johnny Tran's name alone is, he's up there in my opinion. Because prior to that movie getting made, his original name was going to be Pete Tran. His code name Sneaky Pete.
A white man made that name up.
And guess who was sitting in that boardroom meeting, hand raised and said, "What are we doing?" By the way, not gonna drive a Honda S2000. Johnny Tran was gonna have a Ford Mustang. Craig Lieberman, what are we doing? What are we doing?
We're making a movie, and it's gonna be fun, fast.
The rules, I swear, the rules that were in place for the Fast and Furious, like for early Fast and Furious movies, are ridiculous. Like you couldn't have Russian cars. They pretty much shit can anything that was from Hyundai or Kia.
I don't blame them on that one.
No Mercedes. BMW,
European cars,
and no Mercedes. No, hell, BMW barely got a shot in this movie.
Have they even sniffed a Fast and the Furious movie?
They have.
Mercedes eventually.
Which one?
No, but BMW actually appeared in this movie. Very split second, the very first race, you see a BMW Z3 back up in time for the hangout.
Now I know Mercedes has, because the one where they saved the kidnapped hacker and shit, they were driving Mercedes, I believe.
Oh no, see that was the thing. I was going somewhere with this. With later movies, like I want to say after Tokyo Drift, that's when Universal said, "Okay, here is this much of a budget.
You can have all the cars."
No, not just all the cars. You can go as stupid as you want to go. This is when they started doing the whole, what was it, the flat cars where they can flip cars over and shit in Furious 6.
Which apparently is a real thing.
Because they were given like a $7 million budget for just cars alone. Meaning you didn't have to rent them anymore. You can buy whatever car you wanted. You can take them, paint them, fix them up, do all kinds of crazy shit. And it didn't matter because it was all within that $7 million budget.
See, John, if you stuck around, you could actually have a car of your own.
Could have got a piece of that. Could have got a piece of that. Because the thing, because when I look at the Evos, they had one hero car, which was like mostly for the close-ups and all that good stuff when they needed to actually show the car looking good. But then when they had the car on the road, they had four or five different Evos for this movie.
So there's a moment in this movie. So Verone, his plan is basically getting the drugs and money out, and he needs a window. Now, he has a cop on the payroll. The cop on the payroll is one of those cops that's greedy in a way, and he's big dick swinging in front of Verone like, the price of the brick went up, Verone, so you're going to have to do something. Well, Verone was like, oh, what?
It wasn't even that. He wasn't even trying to blackmail him for more money. He just told him straight up, like, hey, look, I can't give you that kind of window, dog. There's no amount of money.
You're asking a lot.
You're asking for 15 minutes. You want me to pull off my guys for 15 minutes?
That's not me on the spot.
Like they will fire my ass on the spot. I'll be filling out paperwork for months over your bullshit.
I hate rats. This motherfucker put a rat on his chest, put a fucking bucket over it, and put heat on it, and the rat was trying to burrow inside his stomach. I'm like, oh no,
yeah,
no.
Yes, sir. That was a New York City
yeah.
rat. That was a New York City rat on vacation. Motherfucker had on the Miami shirt and everything. He left the Tim boots back in New York and had on some flip flops.
Nah. Tim's is still on. Tim's is
Nah,
still on.
dude, he's on vacation.
I
Rat is
don't
on
give a fuck,
vacation,
and I
sir.
don't give a fuck. They need to know where I'm from, man. Tim's is still on.
Yeah, thank you.
Do-rag is still on.
He had on the Miami shirt.
He had the bio. Look, he had the palm tree shirt.
He had the palm tree shirt, open button, by the way, and a bucket hat with the do-rag underneath it.
Bro. When
Yo,
he put that here on it and that shit was trying to burn on his stomach, I was like, ooh. That's genius, actually. I've never seen that before.
That's where the science fiction came in. Because when he lifted that joke up, you saw only 2 scratches. Like, fuck no.
Nah, he had few. He had more than 2 scratches.
Oh yeah, that shit was bloody as hell on that stuff.
First of all, no,
picture of that shit.
You should have, because I can tell you right now, when my man dropped the knowledge on him and said, "So, did you know that your average rat can eat through a steel drain pipe in 2 minutes?"
My nigga saw National Geographic the previous night.
I love it. I love it when villains be dropping like National Geographic facts when they're about to torture somebody.
Think about it. Cole Hauser is on the end of his bed, butt naked. Eva Mendes, ass in the air, use. She's a cop, by the way. But
It's a coke off her ass, by the way.
Still got half a line of coke left.
I know, right? Say, hold on, babe. This National Geographic episode is pretty hot right now.
Did you know that rats? Oh my God! Get this butt plug out.
He goes, wait, hold up. This is some good information. I'm gonna need this. Oh yeah.
Get this blowtorch. Let me go to Home Depot and get this blowtorch. And,
I need an acetylene torch and a bucket.
Need a rat.
Hey! Y'all got any rats behind your restaurant?
This is Miami.
Well,
of course we do.
No. It's Miami. You can find a rat. Just find one that hasn't gotten eaten by a fucking python or gator.
Gotta be specified. Hey, we're not talking a person rat. We're talking.
I need
rat.
a Yonkers rat.
Yeah, Yonkers rat. All right.
I need a like I said, I need a rat that still has the Timberland boots on.
I need a rat that doesn't know any better. How about that?
I need a rat that's going to. I need a rat that might sound like Splinter.
Not a great mouse detective. I need a rat.
Wow, Chris.
I need rat again, sir. I need rat again.
First off, I need to understand something.
You.
I need to understand something. Radigan, they need to test his ass for PEDs because that's a big ass fucking rat.
Radigan was a cat.
How the hell is a rat that damn big in London?
My nigga had the fucking
out of here.
He was on some Rob Liefeld top heavy fucking.
Hey, Eris, first off, London rat. Second of all, people were
Jason
still shitting.
Statham rat.
No, hold on, no. Second of all, people were still shitting in the street. So buffet.
I will say this.
Okay. Judge.
I will say this. Yo, Radigan, your 3-piece suit was clean as shit, though.
It really was, man. It really was. I'm like,
also for a nigga that was voiced by Vincent Price in the 80s.
Also, that dude was. That does kind of look like.
I want to
think about it. You can already see where
I thought it was more bloody than that.
You can see where the deep gashes were, though.
Hey, my man,
he was
trying to make headway. He was making headway until he admitted. All right, I'll give you a minute. First of all, hey, hold on. Check out the shoe.
Second off, that belt hanging off for dear life.
Hey, Eris, I'm sorry. You killed me. You said the deep gash. I'm like, what? That thing, that pussy hole he calls a belly button right there.
That dude been eating good in Miami so much that belt is like, why am I here?
Listen,
boy,
sir.
Hey, Chris, you think about it. Your boy that wrote Sons of Anarchy saw him say he be perfect. I want him.
I will say, I will also say, for the record, sir, in the words of Martin Lawrence, hey, I'm gonna give you some advice. Stop eating cold cuts, all right, man. It's seeping. It's coming through your pores.
he never stops.
Second of all, look, D's gonna be
That
that
dude eating
nigga.
Cubanos every day.
Cubano.
Oh god. Hey yo, is it cold up in that motherfucker?
I'm still going off of my man Carter with the shoe though. That man is creasing the shit out.
Creasing the shit out of that joke.
First of all, they're dress shoes. They're dress shoes. They're dress shoes. Nobody cares about creases in dress shoes.
That
No. I want you to see the intensity of how serious he was about burning that damn bucket.
Maybe bend my Stacey Adams, you son of a bitch.
Got these from JCPenney's. They were on sale.
I bought a JCPenney just so I can walk.
Now I have to go back to Men's Warehouse and get them again.
Well, Men's Warehouse, you have to pay a little bit more, so you have to hope JCPenney still has them on sale.
No,
sir.
He is a Miami drug dealer, sir.
First of all, them shits is specials off of K&G. All right.
Also, look, guys, y'all gotta stop that. This is a man that sent a whole bunch of people on a race for a cigar cutter. He has 70 of them in his house. Okay, he's not worried. I creased one and get another one tomorrow.
No. It wasn't for the cut. Remember, it was not for the cutter. As he specifically said in the movie, you did that shit for a job.
But also, he's that much of a scumbag cop that he has a whole ass wife and kid back home, and he's out with some hot ass chick in a fucking club.
Hey,
Chris. Now I don't believe. Now I'm just gonna say this. I'm not one of those people that say this about cops, but Chris, you said it. He said he was a cop. We know.
Scumbag cop. There's a difference.
Hold on. No, Eris. Look, Chris.
No, wait.
Chris, he's a cop. Either he's cheating on his wife or beating her. Roll the dice.
Or option 3, he's too committed to the job, so he's kind of, missing his family.
No.
Hold on, no. Chris got it. When are you going to be home, Derek?
First of all, it's not even being committed to the job at all. Like, my man is out here in Miami. He is with a Miami 9, and he's on a Carter Verone's paywall.
First off, you stop it. That's a Miami 10, not a 9.
That being said, he's doing it right.
I mean, he's doing it right for sure, and then until that chick sees how much of a bitch he is when a rat's on his stomach, so she's like, you ain't getting
First of all, she was the one who lured him in there. She already knew what was coming.
True. That's a lot of money Verone, threw at her for them to lure him back there. So, he thought he was about to get a handy, and then it was like, oh, no handy tonight, huh?
My man said, do you see the blonde over there by that cop? 5 minutes. She'll get him to do anything that she wants.
For a PG, you know what? Would you really call that intense, Brian? For PG-13, I didn't think it was intense. If it was if the stomach was bloodier, I would say yes.
Brian, in Beetlejuice says, "Nice fucking model." That had more intensity than that rat scene, all right? And that was PG.
See, here's how you could have sold the intensity. You could have had the burning of the bucket, the rat going nuts trying to find a way out of the bucket without going through the damn stomach because it was too damn hot in there, right? You could have done all of that. Here's where the illusion. The mask is off the moment the camera showed the bucket being lifted off, and I'm like, oh, it only did that much damage because my man was
cold as ice.
He was screaming his freaking head off, and I'm like, oh, it only did that much damage, huh? You could have just left everything to our imagination by just cutting that part out. Yeah.
I mean, I think what was more.
It's the Ninja Turtle 3 thing where as soon as your boy fell off that freaking castle and imploded into the water, just cut it right before the implosion.
Hey,
zipped
look.
directly into the water.
I will say this: there was more intensity in Verone's goons coming to Brian's boat, thinking what's her face was there. Because I loved how Brian put the gun on her, put the gun down, put the gun down. That was more intense.
I was like, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of him. Put the gun down. Okay, you know what? Throughout every Fast and Furious movie that Paul Walker has been in, he always has his moments. It's always like that. There it is, like the Rick Dalton point. There it is moment where Brian does or says something that's like crazy intense. It was this movie where he shouted, "I'm gonna shoot the shit out of him," and the one that you and I always laugh at, Chris. Not Brian. Like, Dom, get in the fucking car from Fast 4.
It's like, yo, Dom had a death wish. And he's like, nigga, get your ass in, get your simple ass in the car.
He said, get in the fucking car. We were like, jeez.
Yo, I'm surprised Dom didn't look at him like, hey, check your tone there, Brian.
Hey, look, man, he tried to do the Brazilian jiu-jitsu shit on him.
That Undertaker triangle hold didn't mean shit to fucking Roman and fucking Vin. So I don't know what the hell that is. Like,
That's a move that it's a move that he got right in class and he's been confident about, and it didn't work.
Yo, Roman shrugged that shit off like the bam, like the hell is that?
No, he learned his lesson because when he tried it on Roman, it was just a simple, I'm gonna choke you with his hand. On Dom, he tried to do the leg shit, and that didn't work.
Dom just fucking did a wrestler move where he was like, what is this? And just picked him up and just powerbombed him like
Vin Diesel.
I'm sorry, look.
No. Vin Diesel very simply did. Family activated like X Factor.
Hey, look, family activation.
That X Factor called family.
Hey, look, I swear to God, I still laugh to this day at that Fast 5 trailer where Vin had the shocking face when Rock speared his ass through that fucking window. He's like,
Lord.
I laughed my ass off. I was like, yo, Vin getting worked over by the Rock. And I'm like, yo.
That was probably still like one of my favorite fight scenes was them two. I'm like, God, they was going at it. The spear sold it.
As soon as we saw roided up Rock and Fast 5, I was like, well, let's fucking go. All right.
Roided up.
No, as soon as roided up Rock said, I'll see you soon. I'm like, oh, we know this fight's coming.
He came this close to saying boy a couple of times. I'm like, oh shit.
But going back to this movie, so the cop actually does try to do it. He tries to give him the like that 15-minute window, and I'm like, dude, he's like, look, I gotta do it. All units move on this spot now.
So the plan is basically this. They have to race the two guys for the Camaros, which that race was bullshit. Brian basically did the whole I'm gonna play chicken with them to fuck him up and then circle back around, and they barely win, which I thought it was funny how they left them and their girlfriends off the side of the road.
I mean, technically both sides cheated when you think about it.
Yeah, true, because he hit him.
Because no, he didn't hit him. He hit the barrel, which which caused Rome to like spin out. And remember, because Rome tried to kick that freaking Nos, and he was about to take that freaking victory, of course. And since that didn't work, Brian had to pull something quite literally out of his ass, as he said prior to that race. He's like, guys, like, dude, we ain't gonna beat these dudes straight up. We gotta pull some kind of miracle out of our ass.
And miracle they did. So basically, they took that race, got the two Camaros. Camaro and Challenger. Yeah, Camaro and Challenger. So basically, the Mitsubishi cars are basically the decoys that Tej and Suki are going to drive. Meanwhile, they're going to drive the Camaro and Challenger to kind of deviate away since they're not basically tagged by the cops, essentially. And they go all doing that with all the other cars. It's a good idea.
It's not really bad, especially
when I'm sorry. It's not a bad idea, especially when you got what's his name? When you got freaking FBI agent freaking Markham trying to blow their damn cover every damn second. Like, hey, we gotta ditch these cars. And you know for a fact the moment you try to rip the spider that spider GPS out of the car, cops are gonna find out.
Yeah, Jen was the one that was like, "Hey, them shit's hot," you know.
Like,
Because he showed off his technical mechanic skills.
It's a look of a guy that's unsure of why he's in this movie.
Hey yo,
this
Jen.
man,
Hey Jen, look, I know you Asian, I know you Chinese, bruh. What is that lineup? What is that lineup? What is any of that lineup right there?
It's
Oh,
I have hair, but I don't have hair. I guess I don't know.
that man. I mean, this man said that the whole spider GP, like the GPS, is spidered into the entire car. Like, he was like, "Hey,
Pretty
look,
low jack."
yeah, exactly." He's like, "Dude, this shit ain't low jack. Like, this thing is tied into like the freaking DISX box, the entire main harness of the car. Like,
Mhm.
it ain't just I'm ripping this shit out and it's and it's done."
Well,
Like,
the
for
big
me,
thing is, I mean, the
like
big thing. Oh, go ahead.
if anything, I would have to rip out the entire engine and transmission and put in a whole new one.
I love how the big thing about this movie is the fact that since the cars are computer, they use these special guns that they shoot the thing inside onto the side, and I'm like,
those
is that
things,
real?
they exist, but not in the way you think they do.
Yeah, not in that way.
Yeah. It's not exactly like that. I never seen one
I
used
like how they flew
call
on the
it-
highway in front of the cars and was like,
I call it the EMP gun.
yeah.
That's what it is. There's an EMP burst.
It's the
That'll
EMP
stop him. I like how when they shot it at Brian's car, Brian leaned out, grabbed it, had a rag. I like how the rag just appeared in his hand.
Look.
So he
First
could
off,
go,
first off, D,
Yeah,
D,
first
D,
of all,
first
that was
off,
a snap on. It was a
No,
snap on rag.
first off, D. Every man has a random rag in his car for
It
something.
does. You never know when you need it.
You might need it.
Never know when you go to jerk off. I understand.
You jerk off in your car, you're a special kind of savage.
Nah. Hey Chris. What I have learned, that's actually a better place to do it than where the real savagery is. Like, look.
You're a special kind of person if you do that. That's all I'm saying.
We're all men, right?
I wouldn't do it in the car. What are you
Hold
talking
on.
about?
Shut up. We're all men. Shut the fuck up. I got a point here.
Yes, we're men. Yes.
No, we're all men.
African American men.
We're all men. So you jerking off over there? That's in the bathroom. That's the bathroom. Cool. Whatever. You in the bathroom. Do it in your car. They got to be a curtain up or something, bro. Come on. Like,
You can't just
got to be behind something.
unless you're in
Hold on. Much like drugs, you can't be doing it by a school. You know what I mean?
Gotta do it in like the dark corner of a garage or some shit.
Like you get if you in a big ass parking lot, with them 3 cars and nobody drives. If it's one of them, ain't nobody coming walking over.
Hold on. With that luck of that person, like random cop that's just driving past, be like, "What's these cars over there?" Like, oh shit.
No. And so, as a dude who's a security guard, yeah, it happens way more than you think. So, but like I said, that's not the worst. I think if you get caught jerking off in a public restroom, I mean, not a work restroom, not at work, y'all. I'm talking, there are customers walking in.
That's just okay. That happened.
Hey dog, for real, man.
So I want to know from you.
Why's your porn loud, bro?
I want to know from y'all. Oh, when they when the cops chasing this Evo on the highway, they shoot the EMP gun. How is it? It takes 3 prongs and the third one is like barely connected.
Because
shoddy
hey y'all,
fucking equipment.
They went full Independence Day. Ding ding,
It's like 2 of them active, 1 malfunction, so it can't like.
It's the hero card. The hero card doesn't do it.
D is going to
plot armor.
Look, Chris, Larry, I'm gonna throw this out here. This is 2003. Bluetooth technology don't work that well, so I don't know what the fuck you're doing to have. You're in a helicopter that's a full 20 feet away.
On, apparently, Brian got the arm of Peyton Manning because he ripped that shit off and just threw that shit to the car
and yeeted it at the cops.
Fucking full spiral into the car, and that caused a pile up.
Now, for a few of you that don't know this. we get to hear one insult from one of the Spanish guys, and that is maricon. If you don't know what that means, that's pretty much the F word in Spanish. Don't worry, he got his comeuppance because he got ejectocito. You want to talk
Actually,
about? You want to talk
can we
about
say
a iconic scene? It
it's an
belongs to
iconic scene? D, this is an iconic scene, but
you got
this isn't
dolphin
the
teeth.
only one. No, this ain't the only
You
one
got dolphin.
because no, because listen, this ain't the only one. This not even the only time that they got their comeuppance. Freaking Roman has been trolling the hell out of these guys at least 3 different times in this movie.
Yeah.
My favorite will still be when they were back at the garage and they spotted them across the street and they're over there looking for them like, man, where the hell are these guys at? Here comes Roman off of black people speed. Alien and Fidel. Que pasa?
Sprayed that shit with the fucking alcohol, threw the lighter on it, like motherfucker.
He's like, first of all, he got the gasoline in the spray bottle. He's like, hey, can I wash your windows for you? Everything copacetic, homie. He broke out the lighter and set the car on fire.
That
That
actually was one of the
beautiful trolling.
that is actually one of the most blackest things he did. He did. And then amazingly, he still called a woman a female in this movie. So I say this is an A for Tyrese.
That man said, which means he's like, you still falling over a female.
I was like, I love it. I love it. The second he said female, I was like, Tyrese, my nigga. Anyway, so
Sir, you mean this?
Speaking of blackness, I would like to mention to you, gentlemen, that I do believe that this is definitely Earth 2 or 3 or 178 Brian O'Connor, because we get apparently backstory Hood Brian, where he spent a weekend in Watts, because when he's asked, which by the way, I got that same West Coast Chopper shirt. Anyway, when he's asked,
West Coast Chopper.
Hey, Eris, I know you were born in the 80s. You don't have to tell everybody.
Just saying, I got no. Isn't it funnier that I got that shirt while I was in Cali? But anyway, but no, when he asked him, he's like, "Oh, I heard you let your man go. Like what was up with that? Drop it, man. I don't want to talk about it. Drop it, hell. I want to hear this." Black Brian said, "I don't want to talk about it, cuz."
I gotta be honest with you, Mr. Walker. D. Shaw, 3 Black Geeks, Mr. Walker. Rest in peace to you. But you look like you never spent 1 second around black people until you turned 17. So I'm gonna say no to this.
You know what's crazy?
It is one of the greatest lines in all of the Fast series. I don't want to talk about it, not cuz like a black person. Cuh. What cuh? Why did you stop?
Oh no, because that's what actual Crips do now. Well, they've been doing it back then. They don't technically they don't say cuz. They don't say cuz. See, we say cuz because that's a Maryland DMV thing.
And we're adjacent to the South where everybody say cousin or good cousin.
Yes, that's very true, D. But over there on the West Coast, if you flying the flag of blue, you say cuz.
And
I just like
I love the rules of Bloods and Crips, and yet half of them niggas don't wash their ass. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm still gonna stay away from their territories when I go to California. So
I love how gang members don't make any sense to me. They don't
racism in a way. None of it makes sense.
Like, no, it's like real talk. I understand the life you live and the stuff you have to do. Look, real niggas do real things. You know what I mean? But then you hear some of this stuff is like, okay,
real niggas doing real things for real money.
Airs, and then it'd be like, See, there's some intelligence in what you just said right there. But because you dropped out of school in the 4th grade, Lord, man. Anyway,
I like the vehicular manslaughter that was just going down with the fucking
vehicular manslaughter.
the big trucks just running over the fucking cop cars and
Oh,
stuff. And
one
the
cop
chaos.
died. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
one cop died.
Oh, that pile up on the highway when Brian pulled through a Peyton Manning touchdown with the fucking thing and stuff, and car pile up there. The trucks that fucked up all the police cars and stuff. Yeah, my man, that man that got ejectocito because he drowned.
Like, yeah. When you see him get up, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." I'm like, real life.
Technically,
I'm like, real life. You hit your head on that pavement and didn't get up. Just being
hey,
real.
I like how Brian came this close to my man getting ejected before he's like, "Turn here." I was supposed to go to the airstrip.
Take that right at Tarp, take that right at Tarpon Point. Wait, there's no airstrip at Tarpon Point. Who said anything about an airstrip?
Oh man,
I fucked up. I'm bad. That's when Verone is like, "Yeah, I knew y'all were full of shit." So
I mean, let's also think about this. Originally, they were trying to screw the bad guys over by just taking the money and meeting up with Tej and Suki.
Mm-hmm.
And that obviously didn't happen. So, like,
also, Hard Water was already at the fucking airfield about ready to go, anyways.
So
James Remar, because he doesn't trust them. Go, 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 go.
Which had me thinking. So you do know that if you try to do this, Verone again will pull Alejandro Sosa and send a whole hit squad after your ass.
I just like how Brian told Roman, he's gonna get out in 10 years and he's gonna kill you, right?
Not even 10 years. He just said straight up after he was arrested, talking about, "Don't drop the soap, big homie." You know when he's gonna kill you when he gets out, right? He ain't getting out. I'll see you soon.
Oh, he's getting out.
Getting out.
Oh, he's getting out. Oh, he's getting out. That's light work. The prison system is gonna look at him like, "All right, you did your time."
Because technically, you didn't bust him for drugs. You busted him for money.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna walk tonight. Get out of Florida.
He's walking.
Get out of Florida now.
Well, prior to Fast 10, Roman had a lot of fuck you money, so he can duck and dodge Verone for a while.
Well, not anymore, thanks to
This is why I want Momoa to bring out Verone.
Thanks to Jason Momoa. Remember, all their money got
I need Momoa in the next one to bring out Verone. Like, "Hey, Roman, got a surprise for you."
Oh, who's this guy? He's going to do that.
If he does, yes.
He's going to say, "Hey, Roman, I got someone for you."
And like D said, it's fat Cole Hauser from Yellowstone.
He got fat.
Like what? Like no.
I would laugh. I would laugh if he actually did try to get back in shape, like to be Carter Verone.
Nah. I need that shit kicker hat and everything.
Sheridan, Taylor Sheridan is like, "Nah, nigga, I need you back on set the same way you was when you left."
Can't have your character looking all cut.
Look, he showed.
Hey, now that they get him in between seasons.
Look, Roman, you see Roman see him like, "Man, you got big as hell. What happened to you?" "I did time because of you. Real time." When the DEA found out is something that is like, if this was, it will be something that he says where it's like, okay, so somebody was watching Law and Order and just quickly jotted it down and said that's what he did.
He's been plotting his revenge since 2003.
Since 2003. It's going to be so flip. Oh my God. Don't you ever say that's going to happen, guys. It's going to be incredibly
cut to a flashback. He's in prison watching TV during the fucking Rio heist of the fucking...
Yes, he saw the Rio heist.
And that's when I knew I had to stop you.
That's when I knew I had to come after you. It was only a matter of time.
Fast 9, he's in a cafe when they were running down there with the fucking magnets and tanks. Like,
yes, yeah, dude, his car gets yoinked.
And now this is going to happen to you. What? No! Something blows up in the background. He hops in his car.
Teach your man how to squabble.
But I don't think we're going to get that because considering how the way F10 ended, dude, we got the freaking plane going off.
Sir, they are alive. Don't
I know they're alive, but I'm saying, what more could you do to them? Their money's gone. They crashed the plane.
Sir. They got invested in crypto. They got their money back. That's how they fund their operations against Momoa. Crypto.
I like how
And
crypto.
shitty crypto.
I like
in
how
current
crypto.
year.
I like how crypto, toxic waste, and a couple of things.
NFTs.
A couple of things in movies are just explanations without even going into the background of
Like,
it.
how did you get
Like
all these
that.
guns? Crypto, baby.
Crypto.
No, see,
That's all you
that
have
was
to
the
say. Crypto.
but that was the whole point of them losing their money. Like their money was gone. Roman was the only one who actually kept cash on hand.
Like a black man.
Like a nigga.
Yeah.
I got my cash.
Hard on that one.
I got my cash in the mattress.
Man had cash
It got like
on him in his coat and shit.
Look. Nigga got like 5 different fucking Cash App cards that we don't know about. Just got stacks on them.
Man said I kept all that, like I kept that shit on my person just in case of shit like this.
I think Roman and Brian did the smart thing. They didn't necessarily say the amount that Verone had, so they basically took
just said
money.
bags.
They just had bags of money, which I'm like,
was telling me it has 3 bags of money. Like, do I get my freedom?
yeah,
Like, yeah. You held up your end of the bargain. Your records are both clean. All right, hold up. Maybe there was more than 3 bags. I want to know. Hold on. I want to know this. See, we saw in the end, pockets ain't empty, cuz, and we ain't hungry. Like this shot right here.
Yeah.
Tyrese kept this much money. Brian, did you have a separate bag? Like one whole bag?
I always thought he did.
Because he never
said
said what exactly he had. He just said he looked around, made sure the coast was clear, and was like, pockets ain't empty, cuz.
You know what's ironic though? Because
they're gonna start. They're gonna open up a garage together, stay in Miami.
I wish
we need a fast guide to like track the IRS guy that's tracking down Brian and them. Like, all right, did you claim these money on your taxes, man?
Hey, Chris. Much like Monarch, that could be an email, nigga. That could be an email, okay? Like you don't have to make it as you don't have to give us the whole background.
That's if I won Mega Millions, I'd be like, hey, Universe, I'm pitching a Fast and Furious guiding.
Hey.
Fast and Furious guiding.
You gotta listen to me, guys. It's many stories about people who really ain't got nothing to do with the series no more, but we're gonna shape the world around it.
The guy that's eating a hot dog when they're getting shot by drones in fucking Fast 7 and shit.
So
we're gonna your
wait,
boy
Chris. Chris, you're doing a Tales from the Walking Dead on this shit. That's what
dead.
Tales of the Fast and Furious.
Hold on. Hey, here's this one. Your boy what's his name? Jesse. Jesse's dead, and what's her face is dead. Oh God, Trey's dead. They see what they had to go through because their sons are gone.
They're the Fast and Furious fucking group where they're like, yeah, a car got
and you know what they do? And
a
you
car
know what
got
do
hit by
again?
Johnny Tran and his peoples. I don't know what was going on that night. It's crazy.
My son is no longer here. He just wanted to tell me about engines all the time.
My son wanted to talk about his VW. I really hate the car.
I told my son when he got out there with that fucking Golf, he was gonna lose.
Speaking of which, hey Chris, you know that that VW ill, number one.
Ew.
Number two, Jesse technically was supposed to get an M3.
He's not deserving of an M3.
But that's, because he's according to Craig Lieberman, he's technically, because he's the techie of the Dom family, you get the car that's got the most tech in it, which was the European car. He was either going to get an Audi, I think it was an Audi S4 or something like that, or an M3. But the movie was already like deep into filming. They were already deep into filming by the time those cars even came out.
Putting in a floppy disk and say I can import from Japan does not make him a techie.
Well, him having vast knowledge of JDM kind of helps.
This is also flied overnight from Japan.
No. Hold up. It's not just putting in a floppy disk. Wow. Thank you for aging the movie and us, by the way. But putting in a floppy disk,
Zip disk. I don't fucking know.
And
no. Still, no. I'm going somewhere. With this. Hold on. This is where it's sold for me. Pop the hood. I see a cool air intake. He's got a nice fogger system, Dom. It has direct nitrous import injection. Yeah, and a standalone fuel management system. Not a bad way to spend $10,000. You know what was under the hood? What was the other?
I mean, I could read an import tuner magazine and do the same thing. So
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm positive.
I mean, are you sure it's not a Gallo 12 or a Gallo 24? That's in there?
got you there. See, Chris, I told you he got you there.
I'm gonna do that to somebody. I'm gonna tell mechanics. So, do I need a Gallo 1 or a Gallo 12 for my?
I'm gonna tell you exactly. Look, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what they're gonna do.
Let me tell you something.
You're right.
If they laugh at them and then record them and tell their boss to fire them.
No, but
Dukes of Hazzard jump onto that fucking boat though, didn't you?
Oh my!
First
God.
of all,
I
that ramp was way too low for them to even clear a jump like that.
Did they have Nas in that car when they did it, or they just gunned it?
No, that was straight up gunning it.
Now,
Well,
guys.
heavy power.
No, Chris.
Nah, that ramp was way too low.
Look where the car is at. Look where the shore is at.
And look where the yacht is.
And that being said, I need you to shut up. What we saw was a miracle.
I think what was it? Go ahead.
Not to mention that we saw two different ramps in this movie, by the way.
Yes.
The one where the camera pulls up, you see the ramp. It looks low as shit. But then suddenly it turns into First Blood, and that ramp is elevated like shit.
Well, first Blood, it turned into a mattress. Remember?
Still, it's a fucking elevated ass ramp mattress.
But what we're not seeing is when it hit the ramps, it has these green arrows. So when it runs over, it goes faster, thus giving it the height and boost to get to the
first. Realistically, that car would have hit the tail end of that boat and then went backwards into the water.
Chris,
I'm just saying.
Chris,
I'm also just saying.
No. Realistically, Chris, this would have happened. This would have happened. That would have happened. All right.
First off, sir, I watch Road Trip. All right. The car would have flew, but them shocks would have been done.
I watched Road Trip.
I got you. See, first of all, when Jaws came out of the water and tried to leap onto the boat.
What's that, Nick?
I'm sick. I am sick of you. Stop.
When Jaws tried to come up and leap onto the orca, it barely got on the edge. This thing cleared a whole jump and made it to the top of a freaking yacht.
What you just did, D knows this. Remember that shit from Robot Chicken when they did Jaws special edition? He was like, "Get back, you son of a bitch." And it was the fucking Death Star explosion when he shot the fucking
I'm just talking about the law of physics and averages here. You have a 2-ton shark coming out of the water at full speed, barely clears the freaking edge.
You know what, man? Look, we said it best in the first one. Laws of physics left the Fast series because look, I said it when that motherfucker double nosed over Michael Ealy, and I'm like, that's bullshit. But okay, sure.
GTR fucking pole vaulting over a Supra.
Michael Ealy's fucking Supra shocks went out, but apparently Brian's shocks don't go out.
The only car during that whole entire jump that was realistic was Suki's S2000.
Yeah,
that was the only realistic thing.
You got a front buster, and Chris. Really, remember, like I said, everything left the second that Charger went in the first movie.
Mopar.
No, that what you're talking about is an impossibility. Even your dad said that, Chris. There's no way in hell that you're gonna get wheel spin and lift at the same
There's
time.
also no way in hell a fucking Mopar fucking Charger dives through a fucking fire flame fucking plane, but hey.
Also, how the
That can
hell? Hold on.
happen.
No.
But there's
No.
so many variables to that.
No, but here's a better one for you, Chris. How the hell does a Mopar Challenger drive? Optimus Prime is about to come out of the intersection. How does it leap over? Shouldn't it just smash right into it?
Well, it flinched when they got to the intersection.
Oh my
Flinched off
God.
of what? Imagination and hopes and dreams?
Truck.
Yes, that's right, Brian. That is exactly right. Smack that ass. And she got her freaking front bumper.
That was the
smacked.
most unrealistic. That was the most shitty line reading I have ever heard in my life. Yeah, smack that. I'm like, was that the first take? Was that the first take?
I believe that was the best take. The best take.
Hey, I think my man saying "Oh hell no" was very realistic of what I would have did when I got.
Yeah. I'm like, son, I am in a rotary powered RX-7.
No.
I am not doing this.
No. And errors also. I've been squeaking, so I don't even think I should try.
Also, if he tried to jump the bridge, it would have been. Not a good movie, Cop and a Half, but it was a very funny joke on how Burt Reynolds and the kid try to jump the bridge, and it gets right in the center and just gets stuck.
Because it doesn't have enough speed to clear it.
I was like, that's a funny joke in a movie that didn't deserve that joke.
You definitely didn't deserve that at all.
Oh my God. I like how he said pockets ain't empty clubs, and we get the freeze frame of like,
they really did have that idea of opening up a garage together and living out their best life. And
that was the most buddy cop ending ever.
Again, this was
I've been in the trenches getting rich. I don't know no. That's my dog show. That's my dog. That's my dog show.
I don't even want to know where the hell
That should have been Brian and Roman at the end.
That was Brian and Roman after they got the money.
Oh, do you know what ironic thing, folks, people? While this movie was filming, other side of Florida, Bad Boys 2 was filming.
Bad Boys 2. Yep.
Ironic, right?
Both movies being filmed in Florida.
Should have got a crossover.
See, no. See, but that's why I think Fast 4. I mean, I'm sorry, not Fast 4. I'm thinking that's where Bad Boys 4. For life. Bad Boys 4.
Your son who killed damn near everybody. All of a sudden, hey, I would need you for an assignment. I'm like, nigga, he killed your boss. What are we doing here?
We reach Fast and Furious levels with Bad Boys now, where shit don't make no sense.
It's like, he killed your boss, man. What are we doing here, man?
You killed a police captain who, at this point, dude was about to retire. Why? You did all this.
No, a lot of us say that for Jason Statham until Han's ass was just alive, and I'm like, well, Jason Statham, you skated by. Got you. I feel you. Try to kill everybody. That was cool, but
No. Jason Statham just got, very simply put, the streets always win. KO. Ground pretty much crumbles beneath him, and that's how you take out a Jason Statham.
I don't know what was more ridiculous, that or The Rock having a pistol and just one man army in a fucking helicopter.
Nah, he came out with Old Painless.
That was dope as shit. I ain't gonna lie, dope as shit, but stupid as fuck at the same time.
He took that Old Painless and just took it down. But the streets always win. Foot stomp into a parking garage. I said, dude, it's official. Vin Diesel is a Marvel superhero.
No. D had the one for me early in the movie when they fucking head-on collision. D was like, bullshit.
And it got out the car.
He was in the theater, and D was in the theater next to me and said, bullshit.
I was loud when it happened because it pissed me off. Because what part that happened in the movie, and the way they were setting everything up was so fucking corny anyway. So when I was like, they're gonna crash and they're gonna get out their car walking perfectly. I bet. And the second they got out, and you see the doors open up, I was loud as hell. Bullshit.
cars collide into each other.
Vince Car's the only one with a roll cage, so it's like, all right, that makes sense. Statham's
Hold on,
no
they
roll
get
cage.
out. No, they both got out and had a full on street fight. I'm like, son, not one injury, not one scrape, not both of y'all just completely unscathed.
Hey, them action star.
No, that right there, that collision was the reason why that movie made over $1 billion.
I mean, that's true. That is true. They let Magneto a whole ass. Yeah, I'm gonna kill all the humans, and Charles like, don't do it, Mags, please don't.
Man. Did they kill Shaw's brother?
No,
he's alive.
No,
Hey,
he's
he was
alive.
hospitalized.
He's not.
They were both.
Yeah.
They were both alive because remember they both show up in F8.
Yeah. Save Dom's kid. You know what the.
God, shut up.
This is why I need Verone.
Now we're even shit.
That's why I need Verone to come back in Fast 11.
I told you we're either gonna get Verone, Leon,
or
DK, but I don't know about.
I don't think DK is coming back.
Hey, he's been admonished by the Yakuza. He needs his revenge.
First of all, he got exiled to Guam. Okay,
he got exiled out of Tokyo. To be fair, he didn't really get exiled out of Japan.
Hey, look, let's keep it even more of a buck. That nigga went to Malaysia, and personally, nobody heard from him since then.
Nah, that nigga did some fucking DC shit where he did some Baltimore shit where it's like y'all niggas just went to the next neighborhood. That nigga went to Gooma. He didn't even leave. He just went to
the mountains. He retreated into the
mountains.
Nah, he did what everybody else. Look,
easier. He just went to Okinawa.
Nah. I'll go the extra mile like Chris was going. He gave his life to Christ, and he currently lives in Singapore, where amazingly it's safer to be Christian despite the Muslims being everywhere.
So what you're saying is he's Asian Meatloaf from Black Dog, is what you're saying.
Yes, he is, sir.
Asian Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. God damn it, Chris.
He has a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend, he has a Singaporean girlfriend named Kelly.
Played by Kelly Hu.
Stop it. Stop it right now. That is Ming Na Wen.
First off, I know Na Wen looks very young and youthful, but no.
Have you seen what DK looks like today?
Yeah, because he has the mustache and that, so he looks older now. But he has to shave all that shit off. He looks younger.
Have you look, Chris? Eris makes a point because if I showed you current day Jen, you'd be like,
yeah,
MC Jen.
It ain't like it. There ain't nothing MC about the nigga.
That dude look like he got house payments.
Hey, Chris.
Same thing with Sun Kang. With freaking Han.
Sun Kang just got to slick his hair back and go clean shaven.
He already did. He already did, and he's still old, dog.
He looked old and better luck tomorrow, and he's supposed to be playing a teenager.
He's milfy old.
Yeah. You're right.
Dilfy. I'm sorry, he's dilfy old. Okay. Meaning that it's like, okay, he ain't what he used to be, but
he's gonna end up being like Carrie Shang Tsung.
Yeah,
he might be like him. He might be
Takawa.
Yeah, Carrie Takawa in that way.
All right, so check it out. Next week we have a decision. We have a decision to make.
Black History Month, baby.
Yeah, it's still Black History.
Well, this is kicking off Black History Month, technically.
Yes, it is. And DJ Sue, because you only have you have one more episode of 3BG with us. You have the choice. Do you want the All-Star? Or do you want your porn?
Wait.
Do you want the superstar? Do you want the black superstar? Or do you want your porn?
I'm taking advantage of it. Give me my porn.
Well, Eris, shit just got real.
Bad Boys 2?
Nice.
Yes. Bad Boys.
Now, hold on. Okay. All right. What was the superstar?
The superstar, sir, was the great Jim Brown in Slaughter.
Bad Boys 2 is
Bad Boys
fitting.
2.
It's fitting considering we just saw the connection with Too Fast and Bad Boys 2. So
no offense to you, DJ Sue. Me and Chris are going to eat this movie.
Yes.
It's ripped torn. It's ripped torn.
I saw that.
Also the great Cameron Mitchell has the best scene ever where he goes, "What are you gonna do, nigger?" Nothing to me. And Jim Brown makes has the whole audience get up. He go like, "I'm gonna tell you what this nigga is about to do. You get it, brother? You get it." Me and Chris are gonna eat that movie alive. No, DJ Sue is not leaving.
Brian, I will be spending 2 weeks in the Teriyaki Boys land.
Yes.
Spent 2 weeks at Earthquake Island, if you will.
Fallout is down that way, not up here.
Fallout is down that way.
I still love her. Oh, to eat rap. I remember.
Chris, stop that.
I love that song.
Where am I going? Don't worry about that.
Let's get it on now.
Asian land.
Yeah. Hello Kitty. The land of Hello Kitty.
The land of Hello Kitty.
The land of Godzilla. Godzilla could attack any moment.
Any moment. Think about it, Eris. As soon as you get off the plane, somebody's gonna be like, it's gonna be somebody in Kamen Rider mask. Eris, it's you.
Sir, you're doing Ultraman.
Yeah, this is Kamen Rider.
I know. I'm doing Ultraman. I'm sorry, I am doing Ultraman.
D.
That shows you that Chris knows this because I've been on 2 different shows. D likes Ultraman. So I'm doing Ultraman.
Let's go get Eris. D is gonna do the fucking do the Kamen Rider 1 leap in there like
I will never
OG
forgive
Kamen
DJ
Rider is hilarious in those moments. It's like, yo, this dude just leaps like
I will never stop laughing how DJ Sue he sent me 2 different he sent me one where dude jumped back like that and sent me one where he like, D, this nigga comes from nowhere. You just see
No. D, the one I sent you was the rag doll. Like when I showed you the dummy when somebody got thrown off a cliff.
Okay.
He showed me the clip where homegirl got offed for no reason, just blew. It was hilarious.
I'm gonna recommend this for you two and the people that's listening. Watch Shin Kamen Rider because it's those shenanigans, but with a bigger budget.
I was listening to you and Prime's episode of that.
Yeah, I've already seen.
Oh my god! Yeah, I want to. I will check it out.
The opening act of Shin Kamen Rider D, you're gonna be like, oh my god!
Don't tell me it's going to be one of those things where you've been all my life because I have seen Kamen Rider Black. That shit is awesome. But
you see Shin, you're gonna be like, oh, hold on, joy.
D, if you've seen Black, then you need to see Black RX.
Who's the one with the green? The one with green? You did
Black
that episode. That's Black RX.
Okay, you have Kamen Rider Black, and then Black RX is the sequel. That's the one that was Mass Rider here in the U.S.
Yeah. The one. I know.
Now,
that
OG Kamen Rider is the one that Sue showed you. That was
okay. I know that was
Showa era. That's Showa era.
That's Showa era. You can tell the Showa era too.
That is.
Hold on, how you know it's Showa era? Because Kamen Rider does the same 3 damn punches to Goons and the Monster of the Day.
And Spider-Man
1, 2, 3.
Spider-Man also does the same 3 punches too.
Yes, Spider-Man as well.
I like how Kamen Rider.
Spider-Man.
I like how.
It really is.
I love it. Favorite. That's my
I need
favorite
that on DVD.
Spider-Man. Well, I like to call him. Ramen Spider-Man.
Ramen Spider-Man.
This nigga, I like how my son was actually, because I was watching something, he's like, Dad, does he use the wheel? He does, son. Just not very well.
He has a motorcycle. You know, occasionally he webs up some people.
Dude, he has a motorcycle and a Megazord.
I just love how
that's in the form of a tiger.
I just love how somebody went to Marvel and Stan Lee was like, go ahead. I just love
that shit was a hit.
Everybody at Marvel hated it. Stan, like you said,
Excelsior.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Excelsior.
He didn't even have to say Excelsior. He did, however, say the following: I I will allow this.
I'm not crying. Huh?
If only it stays in Japan.
It stays in the land of the rising sun, because he's Stan Lee. He don't know how to shut the fuck up.
No. It's Stanley. He's cultured. As long as it stays in Nihon.
The
And
newest,
as long as the monsters don't come over here and eat us.
keeping in
Stan,
fast.
like this. Stan, are you high? I'm almost there, man. I'm almost there.
Keeping
What
in
were you
Fast
saying,
and
Chris?
Furious, just to end this off, the newest Super Sentai that's coming out is literally Fast and Furious inspired.
Yeah,
with
it's cars.
If y'all see the poster for it, it's like, bro, Vin Diesel is punching air.
What the joke that you put up on a
where it's just a dude standing there. I was like, that looks like a Fast and Furious
Bro.
poster. I'm like, Vin Diesel is at home. Like, how did I not think of this?
Dude, the freaking helmet, like the helmet alone, the freaking circle is a wheel.
Vin is literally
It's a
like,
rim.
why did I not
Sir,
think?
that is a TE7 rim from work.
My man
He's got
Vin
a
is
work
like,
wheel for a helmet.
he's trying to find some way to sue Toei, and they're like, nah, bro, this is all
Nah.
us.
This is what we do. Matter of fact, hold on. You're about several Super Sentai late because we had Car Ranger, we had SPD.
Here's the thing. Not to this
we were
level.
doing cars for a minute.
Nah. This one, me and Prime Dub family, the Sentai, because that's literally what that poster looks like. It's
You
like,
mean
bro, man.
Boom Girl Guard? You mean Boom?
Yes.
I see their helmets. They are all rims.
The rims.
They are all rims. What is this madness?
It is
What is
greatness,
that-
sir.
what
That is
the-
not madness. That is greatness.
No, that is Toei being petty, because since Power Rangers on hiatus in America, they're like, oh shit, we can go nuts now.
We can do whatever we want.
That is pettiness. Cause like they're not gonna adapt
It's
this.
Hey, Chris, it's pettiness, and it's also Toei still saying we still don't like money.
Oh, they like money because them kids are gonna eat up all them figures.
No. We don't like overseas money.
Okay. They're getting better because they actually have a person that's trying to get like an overseas person for that. So they're slowly getting there.
No,
hey,
no,
that Jeep wheel in the back go for me, man.
No, Chris. I'm standing on business when I say until the day that Toei decides, we will fork over proper, like a proper home video release of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z worldwide. They don't like money.
Unless it's Godzilla, they don't give a fuck.
That's Toho.
That's Toho.
I don't know. I always get them both confused.
No. Toei and Shueisha.
One is stricter. One is
no.
gayer. That's how it goes.
No. One is accepting. One is accepting as long as you respect it, and the other one is just evil.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then there's P Bandai.
Who's that? I need help on that. Who is who on that one?
And then there's P Bandai, who basically tells you they're about to bend you over and fuck you. So make your decision now.
Come on, dude. The respectful one, that's Toho, because at least we actually got Godzilla movies in America.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Whereas we're still asking Toei, Bird Studio, Shueisha, can we please get a proper transfer for Dragon Ball? No.
And I would add my nerdiness to this because being around you, Chris, and being around Prime, I know this for a fact at this point. Bandai is better than American Bandai. Ain't that right, Hasbro?
Yeah, about that
Yeah,
He-Man.
about that He-Man, nigga.
But anyways, folks, that is it. We will catch you guys on the flip side. Bad Boys 2. Yeah.
Will Smith. We still had Will Smith. Will Smith when he was still cheating on Jada. God, I can't do it.
His character had sex with a Latin woman.
Yeah. And Gabrielle Union was in this movie. He dropped it. He dropped it.
like a hot rock.
But she got a spin-off show for 2 seasons. Great.
I mean, look. Her star power went up. Martin got fatter. Everything went better. Anyway,
hey, that man had a good life. All right.
Hey, but
yeah, like Martin disappeared.
No, but have you seen Martin? But no, did you see Martin lately though? Dude lost a lot of that weight.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Anyway, y'all, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.